Alright, alright.
E.
Hi, friends.
Oh.
So, are we all ready, kind of? I know everybody's still trying to get ready, but...
difficult.
Where do I download FF14?
You have Uno!
I sent you the website.
But
Oh god.
it sent me there, but then it just told me that I am not eligible for free trial.
Then create a new Square Enix account, I guess. I don't. If your Square Enix account isn't eligible, then there's no way to get the free trial.
Why is it not eligible? Explain.
I don't know. Have you ever tried playing the game before?
I've literally never played the game.
That is... sad. Just make a new one. I had to make a new
What
one.
happened last session that I just wasn't here for?
Ah, yes. Previously on Dungeon and Dragon. Dungeons and
Unfortunately,
Dragons.
Zali died in our last session.
So a lot kind of happened. Everybody began their journey through Naya's towards the old town that
What happened?
okay, you know what? Nothing happened in particular. A dead body was found, buried. Naya found a thing behind a fireplace with no house in particular, and has no meaning to any of the characters in the campaign. Yep. Nailed it. Oh yeah, and Xander stole a bunch of like clothing out of a basket, and Nikolai's currently has a basket over his head.
Is that why Xander kind of looks like Ronald McFucking Donald?
No, that's just the colors I put on.
Oh dear lord.
The orange.
Why'd you say it like that? Now I
Mr.
can't.
Ronald McDonald looking ass.
How dare you? Hurt my boy. Alright, so
It's fine, I can meme on him.
all joking aside, the party continued their journey through the abandoned town after the whole mayor's chicanery was over. The gate was open. You guys went through, looked through the old town, y'all found Octavia's cookbook thing from her family store, and then y'all made y'all's way to Naya's house, where she found her father's, leftover remains, in which were buried. The party buried him out back, which is what this little tombstone is over here. Boop boop.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Other than that, Naya, with successful checks, by the way, found the hidden path and was able to unlock it. So, I'm using this here door as a representation of the whole fireplace. Fireplace is kind of, and there is a unwalked, dusty pathway leading down. A smell of mold and just like age of, less travel. Jesus, words are hard today.
Felt that.
You smell a very musky and old smell. It's almost like it's wet, but it's just very moldy smelling. You can see thick lines of dust on the ground with a little bit of footprints, like very little. Like somebody's walked them, but the dust has caked back over them over years and years of being there. And now what thou doest, party? Naya pulls out a Nintendo Switch and begins to play Monster Hunter Rise.
Yep.
I approve.
Can I search the room?
But only base game because she can't afford the.
So, was I in Dragon?
Yeah, sorry, I had to step away to find a pin.
You're good, buddy. Oh,
Right quick.
all.
How's the audio, right quick?
Well, I can hear you.
How's my audio?
You're fine. For me, anyway.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Real quick. Now that I've got pretty much everybody here, because this is important, Anybody who has the bone, the bone, yeah, if you have if you have the boon of Lucy, this boon can only be used during the rest of this dungeon. Pretty much throughout the rest of this little arc. What it can do is, if you completely fall to 1 HP, you will be brought to 1 HP back. So if you die, you get KO'd, you'll come back with 1 HP, and the boon is going on that. Or you can use the boon to cure a curse, or to cure any disease while you're down there, or to purify something that seems of religious intent. So that's what they do, but they can only be used during this area. So, and if you drop to 1 HP and you don't want to use it, just say you don't want to use it, okay?
Okay.
But that only works for people who have it. There's I think Alex's character is the only one who doesn't have the boon.
Yeah, I still have the boon.
So, you guys kind of have an idea of what it does. Can only do one of those things, so you use it wisely.
Use it wisely. I see.
Yes. And also, Eli, your character has already checked this room and you stole clothes.
I want to take more.
You can't take more. There's nothing more to take.
Taking the basket that Nikolai's in.
Dear Lord. You're such a... Jesus Christ.
I'll do that when we all start going down.
Okay. All right. So, are you all ready to go down? Y'all gonna?
My thing was slightly unplugged, so nobody could hear me. That explains confusions.
Ah. Yeah, I was about to say, RP guys, what's going on? What y'all doing here?
I'll just give Naya a quick pat on the back and say, I take it you never really found this spot in the back here before, huh?
No. To my knowledge, this didn't exist before. Now.
Well, it
During
looks
the
like it
time that I was gone.
does.
All right. I mean, grab Darla, brings her over here.
Nay.
Grabs Butters, brings him over here. You must gather your party before venturing forth, and also so that way I can copy your tokens. Because it's just easier that way. Speaking of which, and grab this in case this is needed.
Get over here.
For some reason I was locked out of roll 20.
Oh, what the fuck did he
I
have?
was too.
Alright, you guys make your way. You begin to make your way going down the dark hallway, and it's almost, as you go down, it's almost like it gets smaller and smaller, and you can notice as this cavern gets smaller, like it looks like the whatever tunneled up, it gets, as you go down, it's less man-made, and the tunnel seems like it was just been like cut and carved out.
Well, that's concerning.
But then you guys find it's strange. You guys come across a peculiar room as you're coming down, and it opens up, and how do I explain this? It's almost like the ground is made out of tile, if not marble. And it looks like whatever was living here was way smarter than you thought it would be. And whatever made the tunnel was either hastily made or has long since been made. However, you guys are. And
Holy shit.
let me put you guys over here. This is where you... Boop. Oh dear lord, where is everybody? I got the door.
Far left.
I put a lot of people too far left. Hang on. I gotta kill some of your clones.
I got a duplication over here.
I got a duplication. We got doors. I don't know why there's doors. Give me a second. Yeah, anybody who has a duplication, throw them over here. They have to die. We have to restore the temporal parasocs. We can't put them on.
Ain't nothing like Sally set me.
They are gone now.
All right.
I don't know. I've seen something that looked kind of like you, but it was all like rotted and gross.
You know, that's not what we call funny.
Well, maybe, just maybe. You should grow one of those senses of humor.
Senso bean.
So,
Yeah.
as you guys,
If you don't make fun of my trauma, I won't make fun of yours. We're kind of in a prime spot for that, pal.
the
I don't
the
think there's anything that you could say to me that would hurt me more than literally watching my mother get stolen and my father getting killed in front of me. But you know,
Congrats on your siblings.
you're welcome to try.
oh dear Lord, Dalton. As you guys look around, you notice that the windows there's is pitch black, except that there's like these stones that are glowing, affixed to the outside of the windows to make it look like there's light forming inside.
They're stones.
Yeah, like there's stones outside of the window. Other than that, it's just pure blackness. It's just to give the illusion that it looks like there's daylight. Other than that,
So I'm underground.
Dolo's
Mhm.
going to open the window and grab a stone.
I was about to do the same thing.
roll strength checks.
Strength checks.
Yeah.
Can I go first, though?
wait,
yeah.
wait. Why are you trying to open the door? What are you doing?
I said I was gonna open the windows. Yeah, I wanted to
Our
grab
window.
some.
That's
Oh, okay.
the strength save.
Yeah, that was a
Oh.
save, but dude, that would have been a good roll. It doesn't matter.
Fate is
Alright.
kind.
Ah, yes. 6.
Oh.
Lonnie, did you roll at an advantage?
I don't know how to change that part.
Okay.
I
Uh,
got you if you want to do it right now.
Okay.
all right.
So you open your character sheet. You see the gear next to spells,
Yeah.
and on the right side you see roll queries. Just change that.
On the right side?
Yeah, it'd be the first option there. Roll queries.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, so just turn it to never roll with advantage?
All right.
you.
Darla, you go up to the window and you begin to lift up on it and you can't get it. It's not budging. Drake, you try this other window and you can't get it. Runihara, you try the third window. You can't get it. Zali Poddle, how you want to do
Oh,
this?
these windows seem to be locked.
He freaking unscrews the hinges off of it, is what he does.
Wait, I'm opening the window.
Yeah, you beat it. So
I want to. Wait, am I the only one that beats it?
yeah.
I'd like to imagine that there was simply a latch on it that nobody noticed, so I just flick the latch and open it.
Okay, you guys watching in amazement as Zali Poddle Zatu comes over to the window, unhinges the little locking mechanism, and just pushes the window open.
Now, I don't consider myself to be an egotist, but come on, guys. Let's be a little smarter here, please.
Dolo smashes the window with the hammer.
I was about to do the same with my.
Oh god, roll me attacks, guys. See how...
Well, I'm going to
Okay.
collect my rocks from my open window. in
Yeah,
peace.
yeah, grab
I
your
was
rock.
just making a joke.
Okay, you're not actually. Okay.
No. Instead, Dolo just kind of sulks and just says,
Zali Poddle, you have acquired a
Baka.
I think it's called a sunstone.
Oh, sick. You're going to evolve your Beedrill.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how that works.
Yeah.
It's just a stone that emits light. That's all
It
it
evolves
really
into
is.
Just
Beedrill.
bong real quick. No.
You gonna actually break the window?
You know what? Fuck it. Let's go.
Alright, you break.
Guys, I'm sure they have lashes on them as well.
You break.
Neat.
You break the window and dirt falls in, filling in everything, and you guys all die from suffocation.
Hey yo.
I'm joking.
I live. I don't breathe.
I live, I don't breathe either.
Xander, not Xander. You know, Xander, all your pets died that were inside you.
Based.
Well.
Wait,
time to
why
get
would-
boys.
Anyway,
Wiggles in the ground though?
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't know about the pug red though.
so this is an open pathway, by the way, if anybody was curious. It leads to a.
Wait, what?
This is an open pathway.
Yeah.
There's
yeah,
a
I was
balcony
waiting
here.
waiting on everybody to resolve their windows, and I was gonna go take a look in this big room over here.
That
Uh,
sounds a good idea now that I got my rock.
I see those a rail system hill.
Oh, look at it out there. This is pretty. This is classy. You never saw this?
Speaking of which, would you guys all like to roll
Kelly,
investigations?
What are we
Yeah.
rolling?
I'm starting to think that you don't
Investigation.
understand the concept of a secret doorway.
Oh,
That's spicy.
Yeah, just take that.
The investigation?
Yeah.
We're
Oof.
looking around the room?
Investigation.
Once again, Sally's got the competence on deck.
Just looks like a room to me.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, sweet mother of
Hey.
Christ.
Somebody else got one.
Alright, well, that might do it. Okay, so here's the normal exclamation. You guys, pretty much, you see a bunch of scattered paperwork. Uh, Scattered paperwork, haphazardly just placed in various places, unorganized, and just more. This time, where you guys had seen thick layers of dust coming down, you just see like dust particles floating throughout the air here, and there's still thick layers of dust, and there's still. This time, you see more fresh footprints that are just real tiny, like 2 little dots just going on the floor. Leading up and down in various places. Lonnie.
Yeah.
You notice something peculiar. Uh, Jesus, this is hard to do. I didn't come prepared today, did I, boys? You surprisingly, you see that there's a drawer that is kind of half opened over here, and you see something shining on the inside.
Wait, I didn't see where you pointed. Where?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
That's what you see.
Ooh, shiny.
Who knows what
you
it
see the
is?
shiny.
Shiny.
But yes, this place is quite massive. Whatever's going on here,
Wait,
but it
damn.
looks almost unused.
So,
How dare you put dots on my screen, bastard?
so Headless Lady, what are you seeing here that we ain't seeing?
Over here.
I'm going this way. Okay. Shabba dabba dee dabba
Oh, jeez.
She just
Whoop.
points to the shiny thing that's kind of poking out. There's something over here. Don't know what it is though.
I take it the shiny thing is not more of the sunstones.
Go ahead, Zenner. Search that room since you're wanting to search that room. You find various half-scribbled notes, almost as if they're from a diary, Xander. Hang on. I wrote stuff down for this. Oh, aren't I funny? Lamau. It says Xander is a big poopy. Anyway. Oh, sorry, that was the wrong page. You find some notes about the man known as Michael, specifically some of his early logbook days. While skimming through them, you find out that Michael was once a doctor, long ago, who had a family. His family was killed by barbarians, and he gave up on the world. Upon giving up on the world, there was only one man who had found him, and who brought him, as he puts it, back to salvation, put him back on the right track. This man was known as King Tragic. With the books that were supplied by Tragic, Tragic had essentially given Michael some of the books from a man known as Xander Crossfield.
What?
Xander?
This
There
is
you go.
this is stuff he's he's finding. Uh, doesn't go into detail who this man was. It just states, some random ramblings. You don't really know who he is. You've never met him. Uh, but it seems that Michael took some of the studies from the books that he had got from Crossfield's journals that were provided to him by Tragic to try to help create 3 projects. One of them was the Rebirthing Cloning Project. The other one was the Mother Project, and the last one is the Child Project. And that is the early days of what you've gathered.
Did it say child cloning project?
There is the Cloning slash Rebirthing Project, the Mother Project, and the Child Project.
Well, that's concerning to hear, but I don't know about it yet. Unless someone's willing to share.
What
I
you
think nothing of it and just pocket it.
the only conclusion you can come from this Crossfield fellow, by the way, is that the information that has been given to Michael was pretty much he took what little information came from that and he bastardized it to say. Yeah. That's what you get. Do you rejoin your party?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you just gonna sit over there and be a grumpy grump? You
I
wanna
want to read whatever papers are on the big desk.
I was writing it down.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll push you over here. Oh God! Oh Jesus! Fast.
Bruh,
Oh
you
God.
just fucking injured me.
All right. Let's see. Zalipoddle's ought to. I'll say with your investigation you did earlier, you're looking over these notes. Let's see here. Upon looking. Oh, that's the wrong book. Sorry, had to flip another page.
Nice brows, bro.
God, Zalipoddle looks so angry today. What is up with that?
Sometimes we just get harassed. They only like me for my body.
The pages you find on this table seem a bit more within the few hundred or so years, if not a bit further back. Begins the only important notes that you find. I'm just trying to summarize it for you, so I'm not sitting here reading everything. Essentially, Michael's body growing old and tired, him trying to find ways to preserve it um, with the studies that he's been doing while looking into. Why is it that every time I go to say that name, I can't remember it, and it's driving me crazy?
Is it Cecile?
No, it's Crossfield. It's driving me crazy because it's so simple and I keep forgetting it. But the only important notes are just him taking studies from these tomes and books from a Crossfield fellow that was given to him by King Tragic. Him kind of being pseudo successful in preserving his life, but by using Arcana and some necromancy.
Wait, what did he give him?
Some books from Crossfield.
Thank you.
Or tomes, if you will. Other than that, some of the more boring terms, I guess, is boring terms. Is just him talking about how there's been many failures about how he's been trying to recreate his wife by using samples and experiments, trying to recreate the wife he lost, trying to also recreate the child he lost, which hadn't even been born yet, and was brutally murdered and put on display.
Fuck.
And you just see in detail some of the experiments. In one of them, you notice as a peculiar dark elf that has been mentioned a little bit, but I'll leave that up to you if you want to express that to anybody.
There was a dark elf mentioned?
Yes, specifically of a little green lady variety.
A green lady dark elf?
God damn you.
I'm confuzzled now.
I've confuzzled him. Naya's mom. I'm playing Naya's mom. As
Oh.
mentioned. A little bit.
Wait, just a fuck. Are you telling me that the recloning process was for his.
No,
Oh.
that was for the Mother Project. Jesus Christ.
There's a lot of like weird background noises I keep hearing. It's confusing me now more than anything.
The Mother Project specifically involved Naya's mom.
Oh.
The cloning process was for him. It is read as unsuccessful, Mother Project, pseudo-successful, needs more work. The Child Project, pseudo-successful, needs much more work.
Yeah, I would probably be like kind of nervous reading through these things, and then I'd be like, Daya, have you think this is referring to you and your mom? Uh, it's talking about uh, it's talking about a lot of things relating to recloning child, mother, and you might want to take a read at this.
I'll go over to it and read.
Alright, Naya, as you read through it, talks about in gruesome detail about how your mother was experimented on in order to make the Mother Project work. Its pseudo was successful. As you continue to read through it, it does not express that your mother is dead. So, yeah. However, it definitely says that there is. Did I just hear a Minecraft eating noise?
Yeah, somebody's playing it.
What?
Sounds like someone's chomping down on some food in Minecraft.
Amazing.
That would be me.
As
Right.
you, Zali Pottle, as you flip through some of the other pages on some of the other books, the only other important notes is that Michael was once at a camp in the Badlands that involved an experiment gone wrong with trying to recreate a new Doulahan.
Had to make a
And
new Doulahan?
yeah, an experiment to make a Doulahan.
Oh.
Ooh.
I won't say what that one is, but I will just be like a Rudy Hara. How does somebody make this so that they don't have their head anymore? How does that happen?
Can't tell you that much.
Apparently, this guy, he was trying to do it himself.
Oh dear.
And the very last entry that you can read before it just stops completely is I must complete the cloning slash rebirthing process after the parts and materials I've gathered from a new race that I have not seen from this world. And other than that, you see, I must also finish fixing the king's mind as he has requested to make him even stronger. And
Well, that's not good.
that's where it ends. So yeah.
Oh boy, wait a minute. We're augmenting people's minds for superiority. The thing that my race did as an ancient time is Ali's heart rate skyrocketing. He's putting his hand on the table like a depressed drunkard at this point, being, "Oh fuck, it's gonna happen again, isn't it?"
Oh god, he's getting flashbacks.
Fuck. That's not a flashback. That's what my people's ancient times did. Was their fucky wucky.
Rooney Hara, are you getting the thingy out of the desk drawer?
Yes.
Alright. Go grabby hands, child.
Grab it.
Grab it. Grab it the wabbit. Rooney Hara reaches out, opens the desk, and you see her pull out this strange thing. And it looks like it's a ruby, but as she pulls it out, you hear there's a chain attached to it.
Uh-oh.
Anybody who is currently in this big square of this rug needs to roll a dex saving check.
Oh,
I'm not
yikes.
there.
In the square. No.
Yo, Brit.
Oh wow, this is amazing. But
A
Oh,
deck
okay.
saving check.
yes,
Yeah.
I swear if it just seems
Hang
right.
on.
you're kidding me right now. You guys are
Holy
rolling
shit.
hot.
Wait, Nikolai, no!
Oh Christ!
Wow.
I swear to
Everyone's
God.
over side.
Wait a minute.
Are you fucking? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is BS. This is
Yeah.
BS. I can't even place traps right. Oh
What
wait.
about Buttles?
Oh yeah, Butters. Amazing.
But
He
I've never
said
had a time where I needed to post this more than ever, but here it
to
is.
to be fair, Butters said that he would be in the bag of holding. So
Yeah, he's in
I'll
that
be
hole.
nice. I only brought him here because I didn't want to forget him. Did you roll for your daughter?
Oh, I need to do that. Hold on, wait a minute.
Oh, there might be a tragedy still.
No, wait a minute.
There might be a tragedy. No.
Amazing. I'm so angry. I've never been more angry than I am right now.
I feel like if the rug is like swept out from underneath us, I would just be floating there and just slowly descend.
Like that fucking feather fall.
I mean, Drake can float too, so it would make sense. Hold on, wait. What's your deck on? My laptop is not loading. It's new. Okay, here we go.
Oh wow, this is sadly amazing. Two of
Okay.
you nat 20'd that crap. Oh, uh, no, you didn't have to roll it. You weren't in the square, but I appreciate it.
I was tabbed out. I didn't see the square.
Oh, okay. It's just this big rug, essentially.
Oh.
You're right there on the edge. You would have been fine.
I'm still waiting for her thing to pop up.
You're not.
Shit and leggy. We got big lag.
Massive lag.
Everyone just
Very
called the
big
room
lag.
shook. And
Yeah.
everyone just jumped up.
So, essentially, Rooney Hara
Okay, there we go.
pulls forth this kind of ruby encrusted like chain, and as she releases,
How do I do manual? Is it?
it just manual. You
Oh.
just do /roll.
That. Oh no.
That
No,
will
crit fail.
do. Thank you. There is a god.
No. No.
Anyway, so pretty much, this is what happens. As Runihara does that, the desk goes forward. You guys hear, and the inside of the rug goes inward. And as it does, not Darla just instinctively kind of floats and leans back onto the upper part of the desk. Xander,
No.
you see, you barely, you're like, you turn around, you see it, because you met it, by the way. You met the DC. You climb out of the way. Drake, you're just standing there. You ain't got a clue what's going on, and you're just floating. Instinctively. Nikolai is like, wait, what? Scurries out of the way. Your daughter just straight up vanishes into a pit of darkness.
Oh,
So there's just a
Oh.
big pit of like abyss blackness. She doesn't even make a noise as she just you like look up while floating there, and you just see this hole, and you ain't got a like what just happened. The hole's still there.
Protect the child. A jump
that cannot be good.
Oh God.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh,
No.
No hesitation.
Oh.
I jump in.
You're jumping
No
in.
hesitation?
Oh,
I was about to jump in too.
All
Right.
is gonna float down.
all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna hover down
Alright.
too.
I wish to manifest my echo with me.
You guys are slowly going down. You just gotta see me go. "Meow."
Yeah, you guys watch as Xander just pretty much turns around, and nose dives or swan dives into the pit.
Wow.
I'm
Oh.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
So that's like 3 of our people. 4 of. How many people just went into the hole?
3.
Jesus.
Frankly, I'm
So-
still slowly floating downhill.
Yeah, you guys look over and Darla's just like nonchalantly, gently floating down.
Can I grab a rock and chuck it down the darkness?
You can.
One of the light rocks?
You wanna? You have acquired 1. You have.
I'll grab another.
Okay. You gonna go over to a window while this is happening? Just take a chair and throw it. You're closer to the
No,
chair.
I want to see it with light.
Okay.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Because at this
because-
point, Zali has forgotten that he has one because he's panicking.
Okay. I'll say at this point you manage to open up another window and grab one. You huck it
That bitch is
down.
getting flicked, and I'm gonna make sure I check how far that bitch drops, like it's a sparkle stone from Dark Souls.
You see the light go. You still see it. You still see it. You see it pass some figures, which are your friends, floating down. And then you see nothing.
Well, that's fucking
Oh,
terrifying. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Nah, how the fuck was this in your house? You didn't know.
And then you hear a distant.
No!
Oh.
You're a distant what?
It was just like a rock.
Just the soft like hit, yeah.
Oh no.
So are you guys? Who else is going in?
I mean, I'll be fine. I'll just
I guess I
make
don't
sure
really have
everyone
a
else
choice
is
but
fine when we're
to
down.
follow.
I don't recommend
I'm
us
just
falling
pretending
in.
Like I turned off my flight, so I'm just fucking falling.
Do we
Does
have?
anyone have rope?
Yeah. Do you guys have rope?
Yeah, I have rope.
I
I'll
can
just...
do
I have rope too.
I'm chucking down the rope. I'll tie it to something. I'll tie it to one of the bars on the window.
All right.
That's a good idea.
All right.
I don't
Or if
have
you want to
rope.
tie it to the base of the stair thing, you can.
Oh god, I just thought of something bad. Like so much weight on it that it all just rips as it's going down.
All right. I have to
That
remember.
rope is fucking sturdy, so it would take a lot.
Yeah.
I'd like to collapse as a pile of bones.
That's fine.
Oh no.
Do what?
Oh Jesus. Alex, I can't remember if it's a dex or a strength check to tie rope, but
Dex.
roll me a dex check on your rope tying, buddy.
Excuse me.
I
Oh,
mean,
no.
it. You know, you've tied a lot of rope in your days, but you know, you tug on it and you're like, yeah, it feels like it'll hold.
Can I check after him?
Yeah, I really am panicking. Wow, okay. Fuck. I think that's good. So you're gonna check it out as I'm about to, like, teeter off the edge.
I
You need to check, or...
got,
like...
yeah, I was trying to check, like, y'all are something else. Holy shit.
Don't worry, Zolipoto, if you've
Oh
stopped
god,
falling.
you shouldn't be either. I just check, it's like, yeah, you're good. You're fine. Nothing's here. You're good.
Don't worry, if it rips, I'll catch you.
All right.
That's reassuring.
So
Catch.
real quick. So Zolly Puddle, at this point of checking and tugging on it, you're already climbing down, correct? You're panicking.
If I would probably stop if I saw that she was tugging on it too,
Hey,
but then I dropped down.
Okay, you see her tug on it, and she gives you a thumbs up with a smile. It looks good. Runihara, are you gonna make your way down the rope?
I might as well.
All right.
No, my rope.
So, as Runihara and Zolly Puddle, Naya, make their way down the rope, you see the rope untie itself and just go.
That's not fucking good.
Naya Armstrong, come on. Use your arm wrestling abilities to grab the rope and hold it.
Am I close enough to,
The rope,
grab hold
the
of
rope
it?
was here.
Oh,
and I'm here?
Yep.
don't
I would say
think that I will have time to grab one of
I think by the time you get to it, it's gonna be just out of your reach.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time you hustle to
Damn,
it.
bro.
So you just see two more of your friends just the rope that they secured just Nikolai looks at you and with like a concerned look like, okay, so what do we do now?
Donald's
It's
catching Zolly Potter as he's
Well-
falling.
Oh,
We're going to go
I'm
down
right in the princess carry.
with
Why, hello.
them.
I'm gonna hold out my
But,
hand to try to catch
but
Rooney
a little
hard.
easier than that.
oh thank goodness, because I don't think I
Nikolai,
could
what
jump
do-
off.
Alright, so I'm going to reach into my my backpack and pull out
Just pulls out a
Pull out
freaking
my-
magic carpet.
my new kicks. I'm going to pull out the winged boots.
Oh my god, I forgot you had those. Wait a
Wait,
minute.
really?
What boots do you have?
Boots?
I have winged boots.
I forgot you had those. Yeah, you guys didn't get the chest that she got.
Oh
It's
yeah,
built
the
different.
That
the
chest
guardian.
the thing that was guarding the little box. This is one of the items that was in it. So I am going to pick Nikolai up.
Oh,
Little boy.
upsies I go.
I'm going to fly down.
Alright.
While chumping a steak.
Alright. So, now that the party has successfully killed themselves. Okay, I'm joking. You guys didn't die. It's meant
Nah,
to
we're just
happen.
entering a giant worm or something. We're
Uh,
just entering the maw of it. So, in y'all into war?
you find the right map.
Why would you try to make that the current conversation?
I'm scared.
I mean, we're all technically being swallowed by the void.
Can you just bring me back up, please?
Sorry, Zoliparo, my floating abilities does not work like
Oh,
that.
Okily dokily, boys and
Rudy,
girls.
did you hit the ground yet?
Alright.
No.
Let me do this.
Wait, I
I
thought
reached
Drake.
my hand out to catch Rooney Hara.
Let's
Weren't you
see
looking for
here.
your kid first?
Where?
Yeah, but I heard fucking falling.
right?
Where
How do you hear gravity?
is Xander? How did I not copy Xander? How did that happen?
I deleted my.
Oh, okay. Can you throw... Why would you do this? Throw your character back out, you fool.
You fool.
I mean, would you prefer my echo to hold you?
No.
Alright. I think no one offered to
Pass you
grab
my echo, the
poor
echo
Rooney
just
Hara.
drops you. Drake offered to get.
Oh,
Rihanna.
okay.
But that's it. But Drake needs to get his daughter now.
Okay,
That's
I
all.
guess my echo will help Rihanna then.
Okay. So first things first. There's of course small child who hits the ground, taking.
Bonk.
Oh god.
How far was that of a fall?
How much damage does my child take?
3d8 bludgeoning, taking 16 points
Oh,
of damage.
Shit. Wait a minute. Okay, thank god. Ooh, that almost killed her.
So,
Right.
Xander, how does turning into bones work again, buddy? For you?
So it literally just turned into a pile of bones.
Would
I
you-
was
Like
gonna
dry
make
bones.
bread, but I don't know if it's fine if I reform again.
Alright, so you're just turning into a pile of bones. But do you still take damage from falling?
If you still weigh something, yes.
'Cause you're still falling.
The only reason this wouldn't hurt is if somehow you were no longer affected by gravity to the same severity.
Yeah.
As I said, like I'm pretty sure that they would some would probably break, but I don't know how it works when reforming.
Okay.
Maybe
I
they try to
have an
reform in the
idea.
right way.
So, the next thing that comes, we just see a big pile of bones on the ground. I'll say for this, you still take the fall damage, but you turn into the pile of bones. You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yowzers.
That's a lot. A pretty big pit.
Do we heal from last time or no?
Y'all did. Y'all were fully
Okay.
healed.
Okay, just double checking.
Alright. And about this time... Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh no!
No.
You have to get her a potion ASAP.
Like I said, that fall almost killed her.
Right.
Bella
So,
just takes
She
out
has-
her oils and
She
just
only
pour
has
on her.
23 HP.
so at
Oh wow.
this point, let's see, Drake, you said you caught Rooney Hara on the way down,
Yeah.
and Darla caught Zollypottle. So you guys get about halfway down, and then you just hear, and you guys reach out and grab. Give me an athletics check or an acrobatics check from either or. You guys gotta. You guys are. Yeah, both of you. Actually, all four of y'all. Give me checks here, because y'all are trying to catch each other and grab onto whatever.
So you said acrobatics or
Let's try
athletics?
not to break each other's
Yeah.
legs on the way.
Athletics or acrobatics. Either will do.
Ooh, shit. I'm so sorry, Zollypottle.
Oh fuck!
Oh, shit.
Wasn't a hard check to beat, boys. Zolly.
Can I get advantage since I'm using my echo? I'm kidding.
You gonna roll me one
Wait,
Zolly?
can I try to grab? Can I try to grab Darla? If it's
Yeah, that's
floating?
that's what you're doing right now.
Is that
this is you
athletics then or acrobatics?
It's either or.
Everyone.
Real quick, and I'll explain.
Well, only slightly
Oh,
better.
this is sad. Okay, so Drake barely met it. So, Rooney Hara, as you're falling, Drake reaches out one hand, grasps your other hand, kind of like the Full Metal Alchemist grab, as you're floating down, and y'all land successfully upon getting down here. Darla and Zollypottle. So, Darla, as Zollypottle is falling, uh, you instinctively reach out to grab, and instead what happens is Zollypottle grabs your whole like upper torso and just brings you with him.
So,
Is it-
question:
Mhm.
What?
how much time is between when we land and they're falling?
I would say it's not even about a minute at best. So almost a full
Okay.
10 turns.
I was gonna say, is there any way that if me and Drake reacted, could we catch them?
No, because I'm saying it separate, but you guys technically fell at the same time.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, this is just easier for me to explain. So Zollypottle grabs like your upper chest plate, Darla, and your chest plate goes with him, and Zollypottle hits the ground, and you're just kind of like he's grabbed onto your armor, but you're just floating kind of above him while he's hit the ground.
But does this lessen the impact at all if I had something to resist gravity?
Do you? Yeah, sure. Let's say you'll take half damage for this.
Got him.
Got a little lucky here. So you take
Thank Christ.
half of 15. So take the bigger number.
Just
Oh,
so 14 divided by. So you want me to take 7 or 8?
take 7. I mean 8. Fuck.
8. Got it. 29 HP.
And
I'll just faceplant.
Naya and Nikolai just make their way down. The glowstone's still down here, emanating a small light.
Sorry, Dolly, I tried.
You guys don't see Xander anywhere. I do see a peculiar.
Would I
Did you
have
reform?
landed before everybody else?
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah, I've assembled myself.
Oh, okay.
Lit a light and just go.
That's a lot to do in the time of gravity to not get noticed. I'm rolling against.
You guys are floating down a little bit, and I'll dive immediately.
So Xander, you're reforming your body, yes?
Yeah, I'll basically just dip.
Oh crap! Oh Xander, I'm so sorry.
What?
I want you to think about what you just did. Think really hard. What do you have on the inside of you?
Squiggles. Oh no!
Oh shit.
Uh,
I
One
mean,
more.
you only have
There's
two.
three.
You only have
Oh,
two in
The
you.
bread pug as well.
The bread pug is in the bag. Is it not?
I
Oh,
don't know.
I don't.
I did not. I was the two that own that bag. It has never gone in that fucking bag.
So,
Fuck you.
Xander, before everyone gets down here, please put your token out so I can get rid of this pile of broken bones.
He's right here.
Where is he? I don't see
He's
him.
right beside me.
You mean?
Uh,
I literally.
unless you're on a different map, bud. Are you?
Where are you guys? Did I not
Yeah, we're
put
still
you?
on the other map. We haven't. switched
Oh
over
my
yet.
god, this. I could have swore I brought y'all over. Here you go, guys. There you are.
Okay, yay.
Ta-da!
Well, that makes a lot more sense.
I'm over here
Yeah, I was
playing.
like, what are you talking
I'm
about?
over here playing with Tonka trucks, dude.
Yeah,
He's over
yeah,
here
we were just
playing
sitting at the
D&D
carpet,
by
you know,
himself.
playing
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah. I thought you
Well, we
guys could
can't
see it this whole
see
time. I'm
shit.
losing my mind. So sorry. That's my DM bad. Uh. So. Xander, as you reform your body, you notice the limp, dead body of one of your wigglers. The pot broken. One of them still alive, but barely holding on.
I completely forgot about that.
What about the bread pug?
Red Pug is in the bag of holding.
Who let it in there?
I remember it being in there.
Well, fuck.
Only
That was a
because
mistake.
only because of the skeleton Jake.
I could have been purged.
You really want to kill that?
I don't like it.
We
Ugh.
get to the end of the big bad and everything. Zeno throws the pug at him. He turns into bread.
Xander, some of your clothes are ruined now. Like, at least on the lower half, where your bones initially hit. You notice that your uh,
Well, luckily
your
I have
femur
other
bones are
clothes.
broken. Well, your femur bones are, like, broken and cracked.
Ah, the pain.
Yeah.
His,
Now
he
roll a
got broke.
perception check.
All right.
Yeah, I'm rolling one too.
What's the 1d2 for? What's happened?
Which
I'm
one of
gonna
the
roll as
wigglers
well.
died? That'll be Gats. All I have is Jazzy.
So, yeah, the
Oh.
second that after I eat shit, I would like to just look up and scour my area.
Oof.
Oh, okay. As you guys begin to look around, Drake, you notice that your daughter is. It looks like she has like a broken arm. Maybe you can see the bone sticking out where she
Oh
landed,
no!
kind of crooked.
Oh,
But she's still breathing, and she's looking at you. She's got tears in her eyes that she's holding back.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna immediately gently pick her up and hold her.
All right.
What a magic mushroom.
It would heal her, but the arm's going to take some time to heal.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic mushroom. Also, I'm assuming I changed some clothes because I got clothes for days.
I'll say for the longevity you did. However,
You
you
wearing some
definitely
of the
you're wearing some of Naya's father's clothes at this moment.
yes.
I also got clothes from a dumpster at
Oh God. Yeah, your clothes just
God.
look very mixed matched right now.
Wait, but with my perception, where I have not been able to catch him at all, like look at him to see what's underneath.
You can tell he has a weird lean to him. Other than being extremely guarded right now, and the fact that he has changed his clothes entirely.
What the? How did you get down here without a thud? And why did you change your clothing at a time like this?
I'll just like turn around, be thumbs up. It's great.
Are you sure you're alright?
The second that he turns around, I am casting Magic Hand and I want to tug up his shirt to see it. I would have heard a pop break.
Oh Lord.
Jeez.
Oh no.
No.
Uh, hmm. Okay. First of all, you guys also notice that there's a pathway leading out this way, but uh, I think what is it? Sleight of hand from you, Zolly, and I don't even know what to tell you.
I could counter it.
Could try to counter it.
Yes. A false prop.
See, I've been paranoid about this ever since I shot you and no blood came out.
There was blood and acid.
Yeah,
You forgot
remember?
about that.
Fuck. You're
There
right.
was blood and acid.
And I've mended his armor every
That
time.
would be because of the that would have been because of the acid then. Why the fuck did acid come out?
1 second here.
Because then your blood would have congealed against it.
Uh, Eli, give me a acrobatics check. Trying to get away from the sleight of hand.
No, I was thinking about just transforming into a prop.
You're just gonna become a prop?
Yeah.
Oh lord.
If I fail and he sees it, there's gonna be chicken feathers.
That is technically true, yeah.
So do
What?
you have to do dex for it?
Yeah, it's a dex for the one I picked.
Save or just
It's a save. Oh.
Uh,
So, Zollypuddle, you, with your magic hand, you raise up Xander's outfit and you see a bunch of feathers.
You fucking Aarakocra? Like, did someone clip off? Oh my god, you're a Kenku. That's why you're so peculiar.
I'm so glad I got that potion. Also, Alex, you pulled a feather from me before.
Yeah, but that's when you had transformed, I thought.
This is absolutely chaotic.
As it should be.
Man, I love my countermeasures.
Jesus. My brain hurts.
I will follow behind Rihanna.
Right. Not.
So everybody got down safe?
Yeah, give him
Mostly.
the mushroom. How much
Looks
does
like
it
it.
heal?
You're eating the blue mushroom? You should have it wrote
No, I'm
down.
giving it to Rain.
Oh.
Yeah, it 15.
No, Rihanna, watch out!
Boom.
I think that's a hole.
No, that's Dalton. That's y'all coming out of that hole. By the way,
I'm talking about that right there.
Dalton,
Oh, okay.
that hole
Yeah.
is
You're
y'all are
walking
coming.
from this side and coming out
Yeah.
of this.
Oh, I thought we was like coming out on this ledge here.
No.
Oh, no.
Drake.
Yes.
Uh,
Wait.
Xander has given your daughter a magical mushroom which heals 15 HP.
Oh shit, I could do that too.
Okay. Okay, good.
Xenor,
I'm having
You
the
need
constant
your,
balance between D&D Beyond and Roll20.
your armor mended again.
Yes, please. They have broke.
Alright, I'm gonna go this way. You guys have fun with whatever it is y'all doing.
I should take off the armor bonus. I'm not gonna have armor anymore.
Lord.
Dolo will be mending Xenor's freaking armor again.
Guys, you guys are going for it. Oh Jesus.
Though it's not the first time, but probably not
Hey,
the last.
As we, assuming that everyone else is going to come along,
Mm-hmm.
as we head down to get to here, I want to check
Oh,
for
jeez.
traps.
Alright, go ahead and check for traps. What is checking for traps sleight of hand? What?
No, it would.
What is
The
it?
sleight of hand would be like to disable it without setting it off.
Okay.
Checking for something specific
Is
is
it?
investigation, and getting a general like look around the area.
Okay.
Is perception.
Actually,
like,
investigation
looking
is a hands-on search. Perception is simply looking at it.
My lord.
Jeez.
Alright, so Naya, give me an investigation check.
Also, I crit with my mending for his outfit.
Alright, Xander, your outfit is fully restored. Oh, it's got some
This
glory,
is
buddy.
terrifying.
Naya?
So what check am I making?
Investigation.
Investigation.
You're looking for a
Okay.
trap, right?
That's what I thought.
While I go through the hole.
Alright, Naya, as you look up through the hall, you just see this weird blue glowing light right here by you. You don't see any immediate tells of a trap or any signs of it, at least as far as to up to here. If
Okay.
not further.
Then we'll go here.
Alright. Everybody making their way downtown. Rooney Hara, no! Why?
I didn't see anything, so I just assumed I kept going.
If everyone else is ready, I say let's proceed with the others.
Rooney
I would
Hara,
like to imagine that you had to catch your own head as you fell.
Rooney Hara, roll
My
me a
head's attached to my side.
dex save, Rooney Hara, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right about here. Midway.
Dex.
Cool. This is sad. So, Naya, as you get down and you begin to look for traps again, Rooney Hara just walks out in front of you, and you just see this surge of arcane energy just zap through her. She takes 4 points of lightning damage. Just.
Ouch.
That's single. Okay.
To make more room in this narrow corridor,
All right.
my echo is like wrapping itself around my shoulders.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Is your echo ghostly anyway?
Yeah, in theory. Pretty much.
So,
Yeah,
it would
it just
take
looks like
up
it's wrapping.
space.
It just looks like it's wrapping itself around me, okay? We're not looking for the details here.
Sweet mother of Christ, help
So
me.
it's like, to conserve space, I wrap the air around my shoulders.
Yes, I was cold, okay?
All right. Rooney Hara, please, maybe let someone smaller and lower to the ground go ahead to
fine.
check for things. Yes, but the next one might not be so.
Zappy.
The next one might be worse. And we don't know if what you just triggered have alerted anyone else down here to our presence. Not that everyone jumping down into a hole wouldn't make sufficient noise. But we need to take all of our chances. Well, why was it fire if it was electricity?
Very, very rapid electrical pulses that
Wait,
create a
no,
form of fire sparks.
if it was fire, it would look more like this.
Why would electricity be a yellow, like?
Cause they
Smoky
they
thing.
don't have electricity, and it's kind of sad. That's not my fault.
No, I can only imagine this being the same situation where Dragon was trying to go up the stairs and kept on getting hit by the tail repetitively over and over,
Lord.
but because he could not make a dex save.
Well, the difference between then and now is I'm playing and I'm saying please.
Also, you're
Alan's
not
sake.
alone.
We
I
don't
mean, I'm
know.
waiting.
We don't know if
Uh,
they hear us. They might just try to cover up all of their experiments by killing all of their subjects. We don't know that. And I would
That's true.
really appreciate having every chance I could get to get my mother out of this alive, if this is even where she's being held. We don't know that. All right, is everybody on the same page?
What? I can't hear you from back here.
I'm not yelling. Somebody, Zolly, do your mind thing.
Listen, you stupid fucks. We gotta be quiet. We don't really know what the fuck's going on here. And if any of you have to be personally shut up by me, I will simply use a mind sliver to cut off your vocal cords.
Or just start screaming, never mind.
Hey, well,
I can't turn
could've
it off. Wait,
asked-
I can turn that off. You just no longer.
could've
You just
asked
you just don't have
nicely,
permission to
that's
think
all.
for me right now. Like no longer willful telepathic communication with Darla. Fuck off.
All right,
Off.
I will be right back.
Okay. Xander, how you feeling, buddy? How you feeling back here?
I would like to take the life of Gats, the Wiggler,
Okay.
the dumb sword.
You take the life force of Gets the Wiggler.
You want to have like wiggle ghost dances?
Do what, Eli?
Getting another ghost.
Yep, you see another one. Just as Gets joins his brother and or sister.
Yeah, Gats was the female one. The other two are the brothers.
Oh, this is so sad.
And once the last one dies, he can summon the ghostly trio wiggle team.
Jesus.
Make him play some banjos.
Okay, I'm back.
So you gonna join your party, bud?
Alright,
Alright. Fast, fast, fast.
I'm a fuck on the gas. I gotta take a big shit.
Alright.
So I'm going to
Bathroom breaks.
squeeze past Runihara here and check for traps again. First this way.
You know, if you wanted me to, I could send my echo out and see if it triggers any traps.
Darla.
Even though it's a ghost, it can still trigger 'em.
Are you sure about that?
Oh man.
Okay, well I'm gonna check.
Roll
ahead.
an investigation check.
Oof. All right.
From what you
So
can
keep
tell,
walking.
from what you can tell, the charge from whatever just went off has already dissipated. The glow of the blue energy from the crystals have dimmed significantly. It'll take quite some time to recharge.
What about that one?
That from here to here in this room.
So these are all these three.
From what you can tell, these are
Okay.
cleared.
Because I'm starting to think that the little blue lights signify that traps are active.
Wait,
Runihara, you ascertained no new
magic hand.
information.
I've just been rolling tens on repeat now. I'm so sad.
I had
What
that
if we-
one one and done 20, man.
All right. I will
Can I make a
So-
suggestion?
go search this room.
Oh.
Yeah. Go ahead, Zolly.
So, we don't know what triggers these traps, but maybe if it's based on life force or magic, I could use my mage hand and I could use that to reach around first so we could see if it activates anything.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Hey Naya, roll me a perception
plan.
check.
A perception check. I can do that. Okay. Apparently, I can't do that.
There's some broken glass over there. That's
Do you
weird.
want me to help you?
Could I just slip past everybody?
You could definitely
There's
try.
a door?
Wait, what do you mean? You gonna turn into a door, or what are you? Amazing.
It's just at the corner. It's gonna be a little difficult.
Okay, look. If you guys want to continue going through, you guys can go over somebody's square. You just can't stay in somebody's square.
Okay.
So it's implied that you guys are kind of moving around each other.
You said this crystal is not active anymore, right?
Correct.
Correct. Do
Alright.
Alex and I, or does
So,
Alex find anything in this room? 'Cause Beth says
Alex,
I don't.
You see something kind of weird with this case. that's not just broken glass. You sense a bit of arcane energy coming from it. And as you look at it, you look over towards this one, and you see something that has been mentioned. I want to say it's been mentioned to you before, but you see this little face in there.
Oh, it's one of those fuckers. I saw that with the king,
You mean the mayor?
the mayor. Not the
Oh,
king.
Mayor King, same thing.
I am going to put my hand on the glass and see how it reacts.
Uh, it moves. It moves kind of like, you know how Venom moves, kind of like that.
Oh, that's fucking grody.
Yeah. And then you hear a voice begin to go, "Well, well, well, boys. I didn't expect to see you down here."
Gun is drawn and aiming.
Ah, I see. So at least you recognize me.
Yeah, I can recognize a piece of shit when I see one, pal.
I didn't even think you knew how to look at your tuds, boy.
You'd be shocked at what I'm capable of, pal. Now, the fuck you doing down here?
Not being loud. I'm in prison for fucking up.
Oh, you did fuck up. Oh, you're stupid.
But not as stupid as you are, boy. Look where you are now. In the pit of the belly of the beast. Not really
You
your
be-
brightest plan.
Unlike you, I ain't a coward. I handle pressure pretty well.
Oh, I do too. I broke out of here once. I can do it again.
Is that what happened to that one over yonder?
What? Oh, no, that was Carol. We don't talk about Carol.
Well, what's wrong with Carol?
Fuck if I know. I don't talk about her.
You're very jovial and positive speaking for something that was committing corporate espionage, political sabotage. What's up with that?
I only do what I was told to do, boy. I may have made my way out of here, but I still had a job to do. As for
What's that job?
you, no, that's none of your business. I ain't got to tell you anything. I'll stay in my
You
fish
do if you
tank.
don't want to get put in a bag and forgotten in the abyss somewhere.
I'm fine down here. I was bored in the darkness.
Oh, no, you won't be here. I will very gladly, my friend, create a wormhole by mixing two.
Yeah? It mixing two what? Two farts together? You okay there, boy?
Everything unplugged and I'm back. Yeah, I will gladly put a bag of holding in a bag of holding and toss it at you, and we'll see where the fuck you end up.
I feel like Sonny Boy just like stared up at the ceiling, his eyes just rolled in the back of his head for a
Fear.
second, and then he came up with that.
You know, I find it funny how you guys coming down here, y'all making a lot of noise. Y'all gonna wake up his children or something. Y'all gotta be quiet.
You're helping us a lot, and I appreciate that. My apologies.
Oh, no, I just don't want to deal with the screaming one.
Ooh, well, if you don't like screaming, though, I have something for you.
You've got nothing for me.
Would I have time to make a trinket?
Okay, what are you making? And I'll let you know.
I want to make I
Emotional
just wanted to
symbols?
make something that could that, like, you know how, like, if you can make contact with something and you can rub around at any point of a glass and it'll vibrate and make sound internally?
What?
It's the same thing as, like, when you do it with a wine glass, where you can, like, rub the rim and you make sound on the inside. If I can technically do that on its own rim, outside of it, even if it's technically closed, it would still be able to create vibration in it, so I could technically just make it a loud fucking sound at it.
Sure, I'll allow it. Roll me a tinker's check, buddy. See how successful you are. Oh,
Damn.
not that successful. As you go to do this, the glass.
Oh no,
No.
that's no good.
Well,
I-
thanks. And he just vanishes.
Well, that's...
It's in a thin black
What's
smoke.
done?
Well,
It's gone.
well, that'll bite us in the ass later. Oh, I can probably hunt it down.
Ah, sweet mother of
Alright.
Christ. Oh boy, what experiments are we doing this time? Naya and Darla, roll me a perception check real quick. Or, yeah, no, that's right. Roll me a perception, because you guys be hearing this. Darla, don't. Oh god,
Oh my god!
you guys don't hear shit. Naya, you are more or less thinking about whatever that weird black shadow thing was. It's kind of weird. But then as you look forward, you see,
Making sure it wasn't broken.
oh, uh, Zollypuddle, you could have swore you heard somebody say, "Shh, people are coming," but in like,
Alright.
but like a child's voice.
I'm going to use my telepathic link, and I'm going to say, alright, everybody, heard a kid. Kid saying something. They know we're here.
Darla,
cool.
are you just making
Well,
your?
it's not very surprising that they know we're here.
Well, unfortunately, we're not very bright, so let's get this through.
Naya, as you see Darla walk forward with her echo through this area, nothing seems to have happened.
I guess things can't be more fucked than they already are.
I don't like where this is going.
Lead either, buddy.
As you guys make your way around here, you just hear a very loud, kind of like, just imagine a generator, I guess.
Can I get a vibe check?
Go ahead and make a vibe check, my dude.
Oh wait, what the fuck was over here?
I'm guessing this is a ledge right here. That we're at. We can see all in here.
Yeah, you essentially, as you look down, you see this generator. You see this thing vibrating, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see that this is connected here.
Oh, but it's not connected there. Mm-hmm.
Zolly is the
Yes.
14. Is that your vibe check?
No.
Okay.
I was just trying to pick it up generally.
Oh, okay.
If I could, like, even hear any other thoughts beyond.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you definitely hear some thoughts.
Do something similar. Could I sense magic?
The voices, they're talking again. Oh shit.
Well, I want to then investigate this little lab.
All right. Trying to think of how to describe your vibe check here, my dude.
Fuck. My rolls suck.
Zolly, how far does your vibe check reach again?
About as about the same range as my telecommunications. So it's very unless they are within like 30 feet. Or no, I'm sorry. If long as it's not, if they're not like severely emotional, and they're not within 30 feet, I wouldn't be able to hear it.
Okay. Having to do some measurements here. You sense you sense very heavy emotion coming from the pit. You almost barely can feel it. But it feels like something's coming from this way.
So guys, there's something in that pit, so I should probably give y'all a fair warning.
Other than that, what oh Jesus Christ, Rooney, what are you
I
investigating?
wanted to investigate as well.
I was helping investigate with.
I wanted to look in the labs. I want to see what chemicals are here. What's on the tables? What can I grab? What can I steal? Pilfer.
You don't find any potions. You find half-eaten rations and just bits of food. The same goes for you, Runihara. You don't find anything out of the ordinary other than just it looks like there's small knapsacks where people's been sleeping kind of under the desks, and just piles of like eaten through rations.
What
And-
what are these things?
Quick question.
Those are used. Those are used mana, like scrying orbs. They're
Question.
they're
Ooh, these are
powerless.
scrying orbs.
They're powerless. However, their arcane ability has been used.
I know this is a generator, but would that be the power wheel button on the back of it?
Where's
It's
the door?
it's kind of like a cog.
Oh.
There's not really a way to get down there. You could jump over if you wanted to, but
I want on the cog to turn it off.
oh, okay.
I wouldn't do that.
What's the worst that can happen?
We were told there's people over here. What if that's power for them?
Alright.
But it's not connected, is it?
So you're
I
going.
didn't know that. I'm just saying that. Just assume that it is power for them.
Going to twist the cog.
Yes.
Right. The generator
Oh no.
ceases vibrating. The room grows dark, and where the blue lights are, they're now blinking red.
I'd like to change into a chair.
Just in fear he turned into a chair.
Xander turns into a chair. Nikolai is freaking out and is like, "He just turned into a chair! What if the red lights turned him into a
What
chair?"
just happened? What happened?
Xander turned into a chair! He points at Xander. He's like, "He turned himself into a chair!"
I'm kicking the chair then.
You kick the chair, it falls over.
What the world?
Also, Nikolai, remember to be quiet.
Zolly Potter, do you hear anything else?
I was picking up some vague vibes. Probably whatever's in that hole, but that's about it.
Do you still hear it?
Do I still hear it?
Ren?
What is happening?
I'm doing the noises.
I hear. I was just
Oh.
confused.
You guys,
I might need to turn this cog back on. Oh.
Oh, what is that? What is that?
you guys
Oh.
see a small figure slowly eke its way up. It's floating. It's covered in black and tendrils. Has one eye
Well-
with a big toothy smile.
Well, that's not good.
At the moment, it's not paying attention to you guys. But you hear it.
I'm going to turn the cog back on.
You turn the cog back on,
Yes.
and the figure slowly goes back down into the pit.
Are the lights blue again?
The lights are
or
blue
they still
again.
red?
They turn back to being blue.
Alright, I'll get transformed back.
Holy shit! He turned back into a person!
So, what do you think that was that we just saw?
I mean,
I don't know.
did you see it? You were.
You were over here, Dalton. This is a wall.
Wait, this is a wall?
This is a wall.
This
Thi-
looks like the ledge, though.
This is the ledge. This is the wall.
They're the exact same material.
No, they're not.
Yes, they
Dalton,
Just
that's a
this one's
thicker.
thicker.
This is
That makes it a
thicker.
wall.
The ledge is thinner, wall's pretty thick.
I'll say for longevity, you came over there and looked at it. If that makes you feel better.
Okay.
Okay. So, what was that thing? Was that like a kid?
I'm not sure if that was a kid.
It was definitely something. I'm a little worried about whatever the hell they're doing around here.
Okay, I've returned.
Can I sense some magic?
You sense magic everywhere,
Uh,
but too much to even gorge on.
Yike.
I want to go investigate this room over here.
Alright. As you investigate this room, roll me an investigation.
Another person's investigating it?
No, he's
So-
I
checking the
didn't know
room
that
that's down
anybody
below.
already did.
Oh, fuck. Let's go, boys.
Hmm? Well, nobody's investigated this room you're in, Naya.
So what's happened?
Garrett,
I was here at the red flashing lights, and then I had to dip real quick.
there was red flashing lights. A little girl floated up, giggling, with one eye and tendrils, and then Darla cut it back on, and it went back in the hole.
I also turned it into a chair.
Okay.
Also, is this stairs right here?
No, these are chairs.
Over here where I just blinked?
Where are you blinking?
Here.
Those are. Please stop. Those are stairs.
Okay. Just checking.
Flippin' nobody me. Please stop. Let's see here. I gotta find something real quick.
I'll be right back. I gotta take a bathroom break. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Is it
not
time for a penis break?
It might be time.
Yeah,
The
everybody.
official penis break begins.
Yeah, everybody go
Is it?
take a quick pee real quick, okay?
I'm gonna get some agua and then kiss Ren on the lips. Be right back.
My backpack's
It's be like
weird
that.
now.
I'm just gonna mute right quick. I'll be back. I'll still be here, just vibing, muted.
Alright. Bryn. Are you here? No?
Oh boy.
Oh, hey Bryn, welcome back.
Hi. Who's all
I
here?
would like to explain my weird backpack.
A weird backpack?
Yeah, because I have a chest and a basket.
Oh dear lord.
So I was like, it's the backpack, and then the chest is like attached on the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and the basket's just on the top.
He's just becoming a danger hobo.
Yeah. Now I ask, can I take this mana orb thing?
Uh, it would seem like it is permanently, like, attached to whatever it is. Like, it's already been used up. There's no power to, the scrying orb is what they were called.
There's no way to take them out.
No way to get them out, bud. Even if you did, they would be virtually useless.
Remember, it doesn't matter to me.
I mean, make a strength check with a disadvantage.
I'm always gonna be disadvantaged with strength anyways.
Oh, you just giving you the option.
They're both 16?
Uh, you go to you take a dagger out and you go to try to pop it out, and instead your dagger kind of gets haphazardly stuck in there. And then you mostly focus on getting your dagger back out. You didn't beat the DC, buddy. I'm sorry.
I'm just surprised they both landed 16.
It was pretty impressive. You would be surprised. I've seen somebody do like, okay, remember how we watched Vox Machina, right?
Yeah.
So since I'm continuing in the campaign, Grog rolls with like advantage and disadvantage all the time. I've never seen people roll with so much disadvantage and still come out on top. It's crazy. Like, it's like I rolled an 18 up and I rolled a 20. So I take the 18. Yeah. I'm a. Wait, what to use?
I'm thinking of things I could try to use.
Ah, everything. You guys could even die in there.
Also, I get.
That's what I said.
Alright.
And then you explode.
I'm back.
Welcome
I
back.
give up. I'm taking the rations.
They're, they're,
In the bed, little roll bed in the bottom.
you monster. Alright, you take the half-eaten rations.
I'm gonna go feed this kitten.
Oh,
I'm gonna feed him those rations.
okay. Do what, Dalton? Oh, that'd been nice to know.
Is there a bowl?
Give me 1 second, Eli. I am currently fixing a bowl of ice cream.
Hello, ice cream. Ice cream.
I'm here doing some minor stuff though. Vote.
Here for take. Oh goodness. Okay. Alright, Eli. I'll say that you find like kind of a half-made bowl, but not really a bowl. But it can function as a bowl.
Alright. Take it.
Jesus. You know what, Eli? Roll me a wisdom save real quick.
Got you, fam. Wisdoms. Oh, it's still on disadvantage, but it's still double save.
Hell. Alright, you're fine. You're fine right now. But the more you steal, the more I'm gonna make it
I'm
happen.
back. I'm back. What happened?
Okay, you take the half-used bowl that is broken. Congratulations. You stole the small beds, yet took the rest of the half-eaten rations.
Wait, what the fuck? You stole beds and rations?
Essentially, yeah.
What the fuck?
A bedroll.
Yeah, the makeshift.
Bedrolls now.
Yeah. Let's see. Who's all here? Because Dalton's making ice cream, so.
I'm here.
He's making ice cream.
Yeah.
Tell him to mail me some when he gets done.
Okay. Naya, you notice nothing in particular about the room you're currently in. However, you could have swore you've seen a small figure dart off this way.
Well,
Huh?
whatever that is, has to be better than whatever the fuck was in that hole. So
Thus, Naya goes down the hole.
Oh god, Nikolai, we can't let her get hurt. Let's go.
I'm Slime
happened?
Shady. I'm currently not here, but I can pretend to be. In the bag.
What did I miss?
uh, we're continuing forward. You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay.
Also,
You know what? I'm gonna stay behind.
okay, goodbye.
I'm gonna check out the stales.
The party has split.
Splitting the party. Let's go.
Sweet
the
mother
party
of
has
God.
split, and so has Darla.
It just looks like stairs to like, I don't know, diving suits or something.
Your diving suit. Sorry, that was uncalled for.
I know what you're meaning, Eli. I think it's just the design of it, though.
Yeah.
You're the design of it.
Okay.
I'm missing one of
So-
my
Okay.
areas.
We all
Everton.
stare into the hallway.
Oh, this music's got a lot of energy to it.
Oh dear Lord!
What the fuck is that?
What is happening?
Oh, these things are huge.
I was saying, like, what?
Oh my god.
That they are. The map ended up being bigger than I thought it would.
Wow.
I just want to put my token beside you, see. Oh my fucking god.
So it's not supposed to be that big?
No. Not necessarily, no. It. The majority of them are U-size. Some of them are bigger.
What area?
But as you guys enter, I need everyone to roll me perception checks, you fools. Not you, Butters. You're not here.
Damn. Rip.
I want to turn in my dice rolling AI and get a new one. This one's being mean today.
Rolling like some of that hot garbage, my dude. Feels bad. Alright. So,
Everyone rolled more than double what I rolled. Except Darla. But
Yeah.
makes sense.
first things first. Xander, Alex, and Drake notice a small figure from over here, where the steam engine is, and then you see it dart back behind and kind of crawl into a hiding place. You guys also,
I know what to do.
as you guys also hear, who else? Xander, you hear. Why would you like that noise? That noise is terrifying.
What he actually hears is, fucking Will Al Bell 2.0.
Oh, that's coming. That is definitely
Oh,
coming.
no.
Don't you dare question my
Oh, no.
abilities.
Oh gosh, it's Batman.
As you guys see some fleshy bastards. One of them looks very familiar. The other one looks bigger than the other two and is absolutely disgusting. Look at him.
Holy shit. Oh, God.
Oh dear.
His
It's
chest.
one of those
Why is
one
he
of those
that
weird
big?
things I got an axe from.
I was showing you guys what he looks like. No, Dalton, the thing y'all got an axe from earlier was this thing.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, we should grab those axes. Those are strong.
I got one axe. It's not that strong.
Wait, to my DPS.
See, the necrotic axe I got does 2d8 plus 1d6 necrotic. So it's weaker than my hammer.
That's more than any weapon I have.
Same. You know?
You know, I'd be willing to give it away for a fair price.
Jesus Christ.
I'm grabbing two and shoving one up your ass.
Damn.
Alright.
Look, I need at least one of them.
No.
No, only
one
have-
of them ass.
Only have one axe.
Alright, boys and girls who fight like boys.
We have to roll initiative.
Yeah, it is the initiative rolling time. You are correct.
Initiative. Time to fight a motherfucker.
Roll for initiative!
Remember, guys, to click on your thing
Yeah.
and then roll initiative.
Oh, can I not do that anymore?
Oh.
I mean, I can still
I
add you
can't
to
roll
it.
initiative for Ray.
Oh.
That's right.
Fixed it.
Oh, I should
Nice.
have rolled. I
See
can
it
do
over
that.
there. Nice.
Hey.
Wait,
I have to hand roll mine. Hold on.
there's like 3 Nayas. Why is there 3 Nayas?
There's
All the
only one
mortar
on my
shares.
screen. But that just means I get 3 turns.
Meow.
Yep. Yep.
What if you casted like that fucking? What is that spell that makes so you can act twice in Final Fantasy?
Yuri Hana, let's go.
Neat.
Me and you both the power players at the front.
Let's go.
Hmm.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Let me put you
Oh.
guys. Let me fix you guys up in the order wheel here. Boopity doopity doop. Scoopity scoopity scoop.
Damn.
Who am I missing? Huh?
Did I drink a potion before battle?
Okay. Sure.
Also,
Good for now. Yeah, I still got it.
also, I think necrotic damage doesn't do too good against these things. Even though I decapitated one of them with the axe, but it was very low in health.
But did you decapitate it with the necrotic damage specifically?
I can't roll it.
With
Hold
the
on, I'm gonna have to
necrotic
roll
axe.
initiative.
Remember, I can't understand what anybody says when everybody's speaking over each other. And now my computer hates me. Thanks, computer. Real cool.
Nice.
Really cool computer. Appreciate it. Didn't you already roll initiative, Drake? Or did you not?
Right.
Hmm?
My daughter.
Oh, your daughter. Why did you want her to fight with broken or? Okay. I had the turn, I put in 17. It's
Well,
not.
she's here. I didn't think I had the option to just stuff her.
Well,
away.
I mean, okay, I'm just saying, she died, not my responsibility.
Ruh-roh.
Is bag of holding here?
Bag of holding is here, but it is too late. Initiative is already been rolled.
Okay, yes.
And small child, we'll have to fight. So mean. Here you go.
Wow.
I'm just gonna use my turn to just jump into the bag with it.
Here, Eli, can you play some poppin' music for me, my dude?
Got you.
This music has a very kind vibe for the situation.
Rock's
Oh,
not
no.
dead.
Alright,
So
Runihara,
maybe this is the song
Yeah.
they were looking
you're up first.
Woohoo.
As
Alright,
fight
how
has
far
begun.
are we? Jesus.
That's for you to find out.
Good lord.
Ooh.
Alright, well, I'm gonna move closer then. I'm just gonna.
Why are you
You can
playing
dash.
this?
I don't know, I just felt like listening to some fucking Final Fantasy music, man.
Why are you being a bitch?
Yeah,
Huh?
but this is specifically a song from an expansion you haven't been to yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. We can't listen to music from other games.
No, he's got a point. I haven't been to this expansion yet, but I have no clue what this expansion is about, so it might mean something different for him.
Well, I mean,
Go to that one that's like the big. It's like Final Fantasy 11. That one's supposed to be really good. Everybody loves that one. I only hear good things about it.
Okay, Lonnie, what you doing?
I'm just gonna move closer. There's not much I can do at the moment.
Okay, nothing else?
No, nothing else. I'm good.
Alright, Darla, your go.
Okay, we'll move up 15, and Echo's gonna move up 15. And can I roll perception to check on anything on them?
You want to scan them?
Yeah.
One
Or
second.
can we scan from this distance?
I'm about to say. Say no. You need to be closer.
Another quick question.
Mhm.
Since these are the things we fought before, will we know their health and stuff?
You would know these guys, yeah.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
More than likely. That does not mean I'm going to remind you. I hope you
Of
took
course.
notes.
No, I did not.
Got 'em.
That will be. Actually, I'm going to summon my flock of familiars.
How long does that take to do?
It, it takes a minute.
That would be 10 turns.
When it had already been charged or something before.
No. Sorry, buddy.
Okay, I'll not do that then.
I messed up before. I'm not messing up again.
Joke.
That's not making me a jerk. That's just the rules. Is that all you got for me, buddy?
Yep, that's all I got.
Okay. Uh, the flesh amalgamation will now go.
That started pretty sound.
Rice.
You say twice. And it will. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh my god. I can't do anything right. Haha. Lamau. Break this.
What's he breaking?
He's breaking this in front of him.
No, don't do that. There's a thingy in there, though.
Oh, my bad. Ignore that.
Oh,
Whoa,
no.
Reggie.
That's-
I'm in danger.
And he will end his turn. Naya, it is your go.
Great, there's another one.
Oh, Lord.
Alright, I will.
Oh, wow. He's got a natural 1 on his turn order, by the way, so that's kind of beautiful.
Bitch.
Kind of works out, though, for you guys.
Wouldn't he just
Yeah.
he just naturally fall to the end of the turn order anyway?
Mayhap.
He's got a point.
It would be kind of weird if this thing popped out of its tube more ready than everyone else.
He is more ready. 100% ready.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a hunter's mark on this bitch.
Yeah?
Yeah, hunter's mark on him.
Awesome. Yeah. Uh-huh. Give me a minute.
No.
Sorry, you guys don't have a choice. Give me a second, Noah. I'm being mothered.
Mother, I crave violence.
No, there's more to it, I promise. I'll be back, I'm sorry.
Very good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Father, I crave bloodshed.
No, shit, all that's
I want the violence.
I want violence. Violence.
What song is this? It's kind of a banger.
It's called Insatiable. It's the battle theme from, or it's the boss theme from Shadowbringers.
Oh, so it's insatiable like Rooney Hara's bloodshed.
Sure.
See, it was a banger until I had to turn the bottom. Because of the group.
I can't wait for the day that we get the fucking Zato 1 theme on this bitch.
Wouldn't we have to fight Zato 1?
Yeah. I want that. I mean, we're blind. There was literally a shadow thing.
Yeah, but
That-
it might not be Zato. So we don't.
But it would be kind of sick if it was, though.
Be very funny if it was Zato.
Because then somebody gets to be Testament and like a fucking like NB can fight with a sickle and it'd be kind of crazy.
Oh god.
Because then that means I get to be Potemkin.
Or do you get to be Potemkin?
Because I've been maining him in every game, and I would cry if I couldn't.
can't believe this. Ollie's gonna drink the Potemkin potion at 3 a.m.
Fuck. Based in Potemkin build. Oh, listen, I want to be Potemkin, but instead I look like Gold Lewis, and that's awkward, okay? As long as we can agree that May is not allowed to exist in this world, then I'm okay. I don't know how much anyone else actually knows about Guilty Gear.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I was reading something.
I was to say, I don't know how much people out in this actually know about Guilty Gear. Or if I'm just traveling like a psycho.
I know.
Clearly not enough.
What were we waiting
I
on?
have Strive, I just never play it.
Well, we should play it then, coward.
But that would
I'll
mean
teach-
that I would have to
And
work
then-
to get my ass kicked.
Then
No, I'm not good at it either. I can just teach you Roman cancels.
everybody
I can't
died.
play fighting games. I'm real bad at. But maybe I'd be down to play sometime.
Fringe. We should.
Alright. So my mood has kind of been ruined.
What happened?
What happened?
Oh no. Nothing big. Nothing to worry about. Here you go,
Do
Eli.
you need us
Eli.
to take a break, man? We can...
No, not like that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. That's most of what I'm...
Alright.
Come on in, Brownie.
This right here.
Mm-hmm. What's happening to it? What are you doing to it?
Hunter's
I'm
mark.
putting a hunter's mark on it.
Okay. Cool. That's real cool. You know, I will add that hunter's mark onto him.
Better.
I don't know if I want to. Yeah, there you go.
Just to remind you when it dies. Gives me an extra 1d6 damage.
Okie doke. You have put hunter's mark on me.
Yeah.
Was that all?
No.
You got more?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit it with one of them there force arrows.
A
Just
Hadouken, if you will.
A whole what?
A
whole
sonic
5.
boom.
You hit me with
Plus
a whole 5.
1d6 for the hunter's mark damage.
I can't believe you would do this to me after all we've been through.
You can.
Goodness.
And
Oh, so 10
I-
damage. Oh god.
10 damage total, yeah. And then I am going to do this. Wait, I don't know if I can actually move that far. Hang on. I can move right here.
Righty.
Yeah, that's 30.
Okie doke. That all you got for me?
Yeah,
All the bottles are too.
because with all
Is
these
it my
tubes being
turn?
see-through, I don't think I can hide behind any of them.
Rain, can I ask a quick question?
Mm-hmm.
Now that he's like sorry, I'm on the wrong tool. Now that he's like broken the glass thing, are we able to walk through, or do we still have to physically walk around it?
I'd recommend y'all physically walking around it because it'd still be half terrain. It's going to be half terrain
Yes,
for him to
it'd
get out of
probably
it.
be rough terrain. All
Gotcha,
the broken glass.
The second roughest terrain on the market.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Legos.
No, that's Spike Trap. That does damage every step.
Okay, sorry, that's all I wanted to ask.
Okay. And Zolly bottle?
I need to remember my range on my gun.
I forgot.
30 feet for full effect. Alright, I can make that work.
I forgot to add the boy to the turn, so I'm just going to put him down here at the bottom.
Let's see, let's go right there. 30 feet. Then from here, 30. Ooh, I can hit him, yeah. here. And from here, I can shoot this thing. Is this considered any sort of cover for it, or can I shoot it from here?
I mean, he's broke the glass. It's rough terrain, but I wouldn't say he has cover now.
Thank God.
I don't even
So
think
I got the fucking Dendan Daiko in one hand, dragging it along the ground, keeping its rhythm. I got my fucking gun in the other. It's Morbin time, baby.
he's morbing. He's doing it.
So it's time. Railgun. That's not satisfying damage. Or a chance to hit.
Yeah, as you fire off your rail gun, it gives off a bit more kick than what you're used to since you've modified it, and it just rakes across the creature's like skin on its arm. Does no physical damage though.
Oh, fuck.
It looks at you.
Hello! This is fucking terrifying. Okay.
Is that all you've got, Tiny
That's all
Man?
I've got, I think. I don't have any bonus actions or shit.
Alright. Ray's turn. Oh, let me put Drake on the... There you go. Drake, it is your daughter's turn.
Yup.
Wait. Oh, shit.
Yellow.
Hello.
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 Everybody here? Everything good?
What happened?
Can you hear me?
I'm here. What happened?
What happened? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
doing that.
Hello?
Okay. Everything crashed on me. Okay. Oh no.
Okay. Yellow.
Where'd Drake go?
Can you hear me?
I think his air.
You're cutting
Drake's
out.
here, but his internet's just being real bad right now.
Ah.
Well, I had to be
We
one
heard
thing
that.
here.
Okay, this is. Let's just go all in, I guess. Anyway, can you hear me now?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh God.
It's Ray's turn, right?
Yep, it's Ray's turn.
Okay. Fine. Building.
Now I could just hear Monster Hunter.
Oh no. Who has the bag of holding?
I do.
You do. How close are you to her? Hold on. That is not a button.
I'm 30 feet. If she wants to walk up, she can hop in.
Yeah,
Okay.
because she kind of. She has
Alright.
broken her.
Alright. I got you, man.
All right.
Ray's out of the initiative order. Alright. So, poor Drake.
If he wouldn't do that, I would have
This is gonna be a rough turn, isn't it? Uh,
Yep.
all right. One of the silent abominations is now going to go. He's going to move forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna use his full action. Do another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna come and eat you guys. Anyway,
You got a mouth though.
that's what you think.
Roll Reggie.
Raises up the loincloth. Xander, it is your go.
Like zoinks, man.
Like Xander, it's like your go, my dude.
Alright, what I got 10 of
Oh,
them
Oh
now.
jeez.
Yeah. 2 tentacles are in my mouth.
Oh.
What? What are you doing with all those tentacles in there?
120 feet. Just tap right here. Right. Does Eldritch Blast pierce through enemies?
It does not.
Okay. I am gonna Eldritch Blast this guy right here.
I think the only time that it pierces through an enemy is if you have the thing that warlocks can do that can, like, change what their Eldritch Blast does.
Yeah.
You have to blast me. Oh, that. Yeah, that will definitely hit. Only 8 force damage. Okay, I'm pogging. I'm healthy.
We're pogging off.
I'm over here. I'm like I'm pogging. I'm healthy. You guys look worse than me. All right.
I just have to keep doing periodic checks of my internet.
Does that do it for you, Xander?
I'll have to scan for the health of Mako dude.
All right.
Perception, right?
Mm-hmm. His health is. Let me double check him here. Let me click on this big guy. His health is 70.
70.
The max health. He's currently at 60.
And I'm
Hmm.
move up here. And my turn.
You're strategically moving.
Yes.
Drake, you're up, kid.
Oh boy, can you hear me?
Yes, as long as you speak fast and swift.
Okay, let's go. Speed. The it's from me. It is 50. Okay, so boosh. 30. I'm on. Alright. Do a perception roll first. Oh yes, I'm gonna persuade it to come. Perception.
Okay, I'm assuming you're trying to scan him. You've learned nothing. You didn't beat any of his DCs, I'm sorry.
I basically did it.
Oh, Drake, what are you doing?
Okay, I am getting measurements. My PC is low. Right, I'm gonna try to energy beam it.
The one right here? Okay.
Push.
Hitting this guy or are you hitting this guy?
This one.
Big guy, okay. But
Oh.
alright, that hits.
I fire Kamehameha. Big boy.
Oh lord.
So it is 22 radiant damage. And
Holy shit.
I teach sure that ends turn.
Okay.
Don't stick anything else. Yeah.
Did we ever find out how much health it has?
Has 60.
Oh wait, actually that's not end. Bonus action. I would like to reach. I would like to go and reach.
Alright, the big scary Saiyan man is now angry.
You just see hair spike up.
Mhm. The other flesh abomination, it's silent fleshy boys, your go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then you'll go full action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And that will end his turn. Hello there, purple friend.
Oh, this fucking bastard.
It is Nikolai's turn. And he will 15, 20, 25, 30. Then he will also bop, 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 bop. And he will end his turn there.
You can't hit him from there?
No, sorry, buddy.
But he's 5 feet.
He used his full action to get to you.
Oh, he dashed? Never
Yeah,
mind.
he dashed to get to you there, friend.
Beanie boy.
The boy who just woke up.
Just woke up and got blasted with a beam cannon to the face. What a wake up call.
That's his full movement.
A very ominous step.
That's all I could do. He couldn't move far. What to do?
That would be ugly.
Yeah, sure. He'll go ahead and that'll end his turn. Erniara, it is your turn.
Okay, quick question. Can I enter rage before I start?
You can bonus action rage. If you were going to rage before combat, you should have said so.
Okay, no. That was just that's what I was asking, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, so who's gonna be light issue? I'm gonna go deal with big boy over here. Oh, if I could. Actually, I'll just do it over here. Okay.
Jeez, bud.
The hit?
Yep, that definitely hits.
Alright.
Yike.
Scurry.
How do I get to my...
Oh my god.
8 slashing and 6 cold damage. For a 14.
Alright, you still swear.
And I'd like to enter rage as well. That's bonus action.
Okay. She bonus action to rage after slicing him up, the blood filling the air. He looks really tired and groggy and like he didn't want to wake up today.
Oh.
The poor
We're
boy.
just ruining this poor man's day.
Yeah. All right.
Are we the monsters?
Does that do it for you, Rhaenyra?
Yep, that does it for me.
Darla, it's your go.
Alright. Dollar will move up 2 feet, 10 feet. And will bonk.
I'm doing a double bonk.
Doing double bonk.
Okay, who's
As if
bonking what bonk?
Dollar's bonking this one and Echo's bonking the other one. So Dollar's first and then Echo second.
Okay, roll me the bonk.
Oof.
Ooh, both. Let's see. Darla hits, but your Echo misses.
Okay. 20.
20 points of damage. You bonk him on the head. He doesn't have a mouth, so this one can't actively scream out. But you imagine if it did, it would.
Be loud.
Yeah, it'd probably sound like "Ah!"
And I'm gonna do a scan check on the big guy.
All right. Not enough to
good.
learn anything, buddy.
Okay.
Is that it for
I
you?
will be ending my turn.
All right. 15. Bonte. Boppity boppity. Hi. How are you, friend?
There's a lot of approaching contact.
There is. There's a lot of approaching contact. And now, he's gonna do a little slam bam thank you ma'am upon you, Darla.
Oh, is he?
He's pretty much multi-attacking. Well, his first one is his battle axe. Oh, that's a miss. And his second one is he's going to try to slam you with his other hand.
Well, that's gonna hurt.
What the
That's what it is.
fuck is that attack?
What, the multi-attack?
No, the freaking second roll.
What do you mean?
It's freaking massive.
Dalton, they're the exact same modifier. What do you want me to tell you? Does that
I
hit?
didn't realize. Yes, it hits.
I am not chipping you, my dude. Dear Lord.
Isn't your character class literally a tank? You're supposed to be taking the hits.
I am a fighter.
Yeah, that's your job. I'm
Doesn't
more on the
mean I like
front
to be
lines
hit.
than you are, and I have substantially less health.
That doesn't mean I like to be hit, though. I don't see any healers around here, except for the one that's in the bag.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Our one healer's not here.
Oh shit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, you take 10 bludgeoning damage and 1 necrotic damage.
Oof. So 11 damage.
Yep.
Alright.
Means I am at 42.
I guess. So now you're at my maxes. Oh gosh.
One second, you guys.
Uses potion of frost giant.
Yo.
I don't think that gives me AC though. That'd be pretty cool if it did.
Who's over here taking
Yeah,
them?
I wanted to do something, but I would cleave half the party with it, so
Cleave have to.
I think
What
I
do you
better hold
mean?
off. It's a thing that puts a it puts a radius of 20 feet, and the only way that I can hit every one of the enemies would also hit it would hit you, Darla, Drake, your Echo. Like, if I put it as far back as I could to hit all of them, it would still hit you guys.
You said 20 feet, right?
In fact, if I wanted to hit all of them, it would also hit Xander.
You would hit Zeno and me
Not Xander, Zali.
and Drake.
I wouldn't hit Xander.
Yeah.
Not Drake.
I
Not
would hit
Zeno. My bad.
Drake.
Darla and
I would hit
Zolly Puddle.
you, Zali. I would hit you. In order to hit all of them, I would hit you, Darla. Or I would hit Darla, Zali, Rooney, and Drake.
No, if you throw it right here,
In order to hit all four of them.
you would hit 3 of us.
This is 20 feet. Okay, this is 25 feet, but oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'm not gonna hit 3 of you. Doesn't make it any better.
Means better than 4.
What is it?
Well, do you guys want to take 2d8 and 4d6 damage?
Not really. I don't want to take any damage, but you know that
Exactly.
can't be prevented.
It can be prevented. Or you can take half damage if you succeed
How long
on
is
a
it
dex
this-
save.
Is it like an instant attack?
I mean, if I cast it on my turn, yes, it'll
Hi there.
happen on my turn.
What are you guys? What happened? What was the last thing that happened?
I was debating whether or not, or we were debating whether or not I should cleave half the party with an attack that I
I'll
want
be
to do.
right back.
Oh dear lord.
And by debating, I was saying that I would do this thing, but I don't want to hit half the party, and then
Naya, it is your
I don't want
turn.
to hit 4 of you. And then Darla was like, "Well, you would only hit 3 of us if you put it here." And I was like, "Well, okay. Well, do you guys want to take 2d8 and 4d6 damage?"
It is your turn, Naya.
Okay, I am going to hit this bad boy. Oh wait, I'm still on the ruler. This bad boy yet again. I can do this. Oh, actually, okay. Well, gotta open the character sheet. I don't actually have a macro for any of my actual attacks. Gonna do another force arrow. This time dealing 6 damage, but Hunter's Mark damage for a whole 1. And
7.
because it's already taken damage, Colossus Slayer damage.
Oh dear lord.
Spicy.
So it's 15 damage.
Ooh, he's barely holding on. My poor
Good.
boy. Sad monster noises. He can see how much I'm at. Oh no.
I'm keeping track.
Oh god. Is that it for you, Nahia?
Yeah.
Alright, Zali Bottle Zatu.
Oh shit! I can't shoot them now.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to shoot people when they open your grill.
Gotta get the fucking gunner feet now at this point.
Wow, wow.
Well shit. I just gotta hit him. No, wait. I can use a catapult.
At disadvantage, I think, right?
I don't believe catapult has disadvantage. It's not considered a ranged attack. Or is it?
I think it's a ranged attack.
Instantaneous.
How,
It does not specify that it is considered a ranged spell. Because it's a saving throw to get hit.
Okay.
how tall
So-
is this room?
I'm gonna load up a one of my 6 distortion grenades, and I'm gonna chuck it at the big thing's face. And I cast catapult. It now has to make a dex save.
To answer your question, Naya, the room is approximately it's about 50 feet up.
Okay.
Pretty good room up there.
Tall room.
It is a very tall room. There's a
I
lot
hope
of
that doesn't mean that something huge is fixing to walk in here.
wah. Throw your
Most of those
distortion bomb at
abominations
me,
like
sir.
Oh, he has to make a dex saving throw. He does, the big guy.
Okay, okay.
If this
This
slow
one dex.
fuck passes, I will cry.
Huh? Okay. I've already been doing that, but
What I miss?
cool beans. It'll be done. Cool. I have that on YouTube now. Yep. No problem.
What did I miss?
That's 18.
Ow. Fucking. Holy shit.
Is
Okay.
he? Oh, wait, what's going on?
You rolled an 18, Zolly.
I don't do anything though.
Okay. So you just throw it past him?
Catapult. Missed. My spell missed.
It- Oh, I see.
Missed. I didn't make it like blow up another tube, if that's what you're wondering. That'd have been mean.
That would have been nasty.
Yeah, is that all you got for me, buddy?
That's all I can do.
Oh no. Alright, which one are you? Number 16. Haha, I am approaching you. Hi there, friend. I'm going to hit you now. I hope you don't mind.
Webite?
Well, he didn't say anything, so Drake, you're getting hit, buddy, for the multi-attack.
Not really
Jeez.
true that Drake is capable of saying things.
Oh,
What with his internet being bad? Feeling I know all too well.
man, I feel bad about hitting him if he's not actually able to speak at the moment.
Oh, he's muted.
Well, I'm gonna go get a soda. I'll be back.
Okay, I'll run over here and beat the fuck out of Xander.
I have one of those.
Hello, I've returned.
Hey, quick question, Drake. Does a 24 hit?
You got us double my AC.
Does a 12 hit?
That is my AC, so yes.
Alright, so 2 hits, okay. This is gonna hurt, buddy.
So
Alright.
the mood of Lucy. What happens with that again?
Well,
I hope you're raging.
do not worry, little one. What is the worst thing that could happen? Okay, you take...
Death.
You take... You take... Let's see here. 11 slashing, 5 necrotic. And then you
16.
take... A slam. You're gonna take 11 bludgeoning. With 2 more
I am
necrotic.
resistant to bludgeoning.
Alright.
Half of bludgeoning.
Took...
So that is 6.
The first...
Just round up.
The first one was slashing. The second one was bludgeoning.
That's what I'm saying for bludgeoning. So I take 6 because round up.
It rounds up.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
So 16 plus 8.
So 16. Oh God. Yeah. So that's 24. Right? Yeah. Oh.
24.
Oh boy.
Yikes.
And that'll end his
Oh boy,
turn.
dude, I am pretty low.
Ho ho ho. Ho 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 ho. I can't wait.
Wait, they
Xander.
attacked Drake, but it's by Xanor.
What?
All right. What? Huh?
Right here by Drake.
It must be glitched
Just-
then.
I'm down this way.
Alright,
It-
Xander.
it-
It's your
My
go.
screen must have glitched bad. My bad.
Just tiny.
All right. I would like to scan.
So I'm at a
You gonna do what now?
I'm at a whopping 19 bit.
Okay, I wish I understood what you got to say, Eli.
I'm going to scan the axe guy.
Scan him. Some of the stuff you already know about him.
I know, but I need to keep track now.
Okay, well, his overall HP would be 67. His current HP is 59.
All right. Pretty much.
Could have learned something new about him, but
Nah. I need help. All right. I gotta save Drake. You guys,
Yes.
It's at 9 HP.
Let me kill big one.
I don't have 9 HP, no.
The tentacles have reach. Is that just 10 feet?
It would be 10 feet, yeah. Which would be right here. You're just not quite there.
You step up a little.
All right. Here.
Yep, that would do it.
Would the tentacles be a bonus action or a full action?
What does it say?
It just says you throw tentacle 2, and there has whips, and you get advantage to climbing.
One more time, because I heard something completely else and it blew my brain away.
You get 2 tentacles in your mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and they can be used as whips, and you gain advantage to climbing. It lasts a day.
When did you take this?
At the start
Remember
of
I told you, can I prepare, drink a potion
Okay.
at the start of battle?
Okay. God darn it. Let me go to the internet, figure out what a whip does. You
got it.
bastard. Then why am I having this conversation?
Because he didn't know if it was making an attack or if it was a bonus action.
Yeah, if it was a bonus action, because it's a little different.
Yeah, man. Tentacle tongues.
That's some weird shit,
I got
my
this
guy.
damage for it.
One second, buddy. Okay, it would act as your bonus to use it.
Alright, thank you.
Had to double check. That's all.
Will it hit twice?
Shite.
Do what, Eli?
Does it
What?
hit twice?
It only hits.
Oh, okay.
Can you speak for me? Who? What is happening? It hits one target.
Yeah, I know that, but Does it hit that one target 2 times?
It hits that target once.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Hit him once.
The other tentacle is just for show.
16 hit him.
The other tentacle's for climbing, but whatever.
Okay.
16 hits.
I
Roll
thought
me
it was
your
for
damage.
playing, if you get what I mean.
Hey, yo.
Where's my migraine medicine? I will lose my mind.
I think Drake knows what I get.
Yeah. God damn.
Tentacle
Okay.
play.
Deal 4 points
I
of
made
damage
that
to
same
him.
joke earlier.
Was around for it.
Right. You whip him with it. He staggers a little.
So what takes?
The session has been so hard for me to do because I've been interrupted like 7 different times.
Everything I have here is kind of 5 feet.
Yeah. It's almost like you have to end your turn or something.
I could do
Or
something.
get in there.
I could use jump.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm gonna jump. I'll be landing to the side of him. No.
Right.
Roll for jump.
Okay, that's a hit. Oh my goodness.
Now, are they resistant to necrotic?
That they are.
Alright. That'll be 11.
Good lord, since we found it.
Dear
5. And minus. Alright. You jump plume over. And Drake, you just see the creature go. Oh wait, it doesn't speak. Never mind. It doesn't say anything. It just looks like.
Just look.
Wrong one.
Just
Yes.
glares.
If it had eyes. At 39.
That's what I got.
I just brought him down to 43. Did I not do my math right? I'm minus 16.
8 damage from me. And the 4 from the tentacle tongues. And then 16. I don't know if he got hit.
Wait, did you hit this thing with the tongue or did you hit this thing with the tongue?
I hit this guy with the tongue.
Okay, that's different. Okay, because I thought you were talking about this big guy over here. Let me fix that. Thank you. Everybody talk over each other. I don't know what anybody says anymore. I'll lose my brain cells. There you go. He's fixed. It is fixed. Problem solved.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okie doke. Drake, I hope you're ready to punch something.
Yes. All right.
My poor boy.
So this. My next one. Grenade hit.
That was a miss.
Not.
Okay, I'm assuming you're scanning.
Yes.
Would you like to know one of his abilities, or would you like to remember one of his abilities? Because there's like 2 or 3 of them y'all should know by now.
I have not ever remembered people standing before me.
What? What? So sorry, Drake. Okay. But ability, okay. This this creature has an ability called Blood Frenzy. It also has an ability when its health hits 0. Which would you like to know about? The health drop. If it makes a con save. What just happened?
You're good.
If it makes a con save 5 or higher, it reses itself essentially to 1 HP. Y'all fought these last time.
If I remember correctly, I can only do that 3 times, I think.
Correct. They have
Even
a
less
limit.
if I sliver them.
And if you use Radiant to kill them, it doesn't. It just bypasses it together. Oh, does that do it for you, Drakey boy? It's my time. Oh, Lord. Alright. So, here's the thing. There's this cat here. There's also this elephant thing here. Both of them are looking pretty good, but I think what we're going to do is he's going to do multi-attack. So he's going to slash out at Nikolai. And then he's going to slam into Zollypottle.
I'm going to impose disadvantage on Zollypottle attack.
That one was towards Nikolai, which misses. This one is towards Zollypottle with disadvantage. So an 8 misses. I can't do
Bitch.
shit.
Protection. Gotta love it.
That ends his turn. Nikolai. Nikolai. He has nickels in his eyes. Why does he have nickels in his eyes?
Because he's a very lucky boy.
Right. Boop. Boop, boop. Boop! He's gonna bonk him in the shin.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Not the shins.
Dealing 8 points of damage. The boy did it. He took it and he hit him. Hit him in the shin. Creature didn't cry out in pain or anything, but it definitely looked like it hurt, like stubbing your toe. That's all Nikolai's got. That's yeah, that was okay. I have no witty
That's my
comeback.
boy.
He's become a minor inconvenience.
Right. Hi, Runihara. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I'ma hit you now.
Oh no.
The 13 hit?
Wait. Isn't that the one that's in front of me?
No, Dalton.
Okay.
This one's right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to use Sentinel from where Echo is, then, to attack as a reaction.
Alright, attack.
20 hit.
20 hits. Cool.
26 damage.
Okay. Falls over.
Let's
think-
go!
It's okay, I know who I'm killing next.
You can't kill me. I've already died once.
Alright. Effectively ending its turn. Runihara, it is your turn.
So it's not dead, it's just down? Or
It's
is it-
not dead.
What?
Okay, well, I want to kill it.
I mean, that
Ah.
hits.
Yay! Got lucky on that one. Then.
Right, I'll just say at this point, she just curve stomped it and then coup de grace it. Coup de grace it. She double
Right.
tapped. She learned the ancient technique that Zombieland taught us all. As Runihara turns around and just slices it into bits. It is
Nice.
effectively, I'll say, since you learnt the ancient art of double tapping, it is dead.
Yes!
She just made a roll with disadvantage.
Darla's Echo goes for a high five with you, Urihana.
Hell yeah. high
Darla,
five.
it's your turn. I will warn you, I'm going to kill you. I want that to be known. How much health you got, buddy? Not much. Excellent.
42. Okay, so gonna move my Echo up 5, 10.
Yeah?
And we'll both. I'm gonna be attacking the big guy
Okay.
with Darla and then Echo.
Alright, both
15,
hit. Both hit.
That's 29. And then 25.
25. Yeah.
So how much?
29 plus 25. So 49? No. 54, right?
54.
54.
4. Thank you. Okay. Still alive.
Ooh.
We both go for like the kneecap.
Okay, the monster falls, grabs itself, barely standing back up. Is that your go?
Trying to think, do I want to risk action surge? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna use action surge. Give me an extra turn. Going for the same attack, but for the upper chest with it. With the Echo attacking as well. And that's gonna be a miss.
Both miss as the creature dodges back out of the way.
That would be my turn then.
Cool. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Oh. Oh.
Miss.
Hey, quick question. Have you already had damage dealt to you?
Yeah.
Cool, because that was my attack at advantage. Allow me to do my second attack now. Still doesn't make it, but you've been damaged this turn. So, or not this turn, but in general. So, you've taken damage. You have less hit points.
That's
So,
correct.
still doesn't hit you. So you succeed with that. Your go, Naya.
Okay.
I'm so
Is this thing
angry.
taking damage?
Yes, this thing's taking a lot of damage.
Alright. I'm gonna use my
If you
bonus
want a
action to
reminder,
move my
it
hunter's
is at
mark to this
16
thing.
HP.
Okay, move your hunter's mark over here. Your bonus action to put that hunter's mark on this guy there, eh?
And then I'm going to just attack with my arc bow.
It looks at you. Let me kill her, please.
It's a 26 hit.
Yes, it is.
Okay, takes 14 piercing damage.
Uh-huh.
Plus 400's mark damage and 5 colossal slayer damage.
Creature falls over.
Let's go!
Right.
Thanks for the backup, Naya.
that all you got?
You got it. Yeah, that's all I got.
Zali Barozadu.
So if I were to put my cannon behind me, could it shoot past me to hit this guy?
Hit which guy?
Him. Oh. This guy. If I
You're-
put the cannon behind me.
In theory, I guess, as long as you're, I mean, I guess you're aware of it, you would be moving out of the way, essentially.
Yeah. Because
I-
cannon is gonna be there.
I will allow it.
Or if you don't, I can just put it right over here, actually.
Yeah, but if it's right next to him, would it not be disadvantage?
For my artificer cannon?
Yeah. I could be
I don't
wrong on
believe
that.
it's not. I don't think it's classified as a ranged attack.
Okay.
Let me check to make sure.
Please, though.
It would be if I was using the force ballista, but I'm sending out a flamethrower.
Oh, dear lord. He's burning my zombies. My fleshy. Oh god, he's just laughing at me. I'll have my revenge, damn you.
Wait. I know something for this. Zolly, get the flamer. The heavy flamer.
I got the fattest flamer right here. Drop it out. I don't have the option to place it there.
Oh, crap baskets. That should have been with y'all. That is, very sad, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised you didn't go for the echo because of the second attack with it. It would have killed the echo.
Machine gunner.
Heavy machine gun.
Alex M. Saved. Flip horizontal.
Excellent. So, with that being said, hey Darla, do you mind getting hurt a little bit of charring?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll ready my shield.
5-foot cone. Everything. Both of these two are getting crispy. They both have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save.
Dex
18.
save. 18. Did Dalton succeed his?
He does pass.
Alright. Okay, my first guy fails because he gets an 8. My second guy fails because he gets a 6.
Or take burns.
Zolly, look
Alright.
in Failand Crusader.
Essentially this happens.
That's 2d8.
You've learned the sacred art of double tap. Congratulations.
Always. I'm not in Failing Crusaders. I am now. I love it. So, this guy, I want to do that little move that you do. Like when you do like the one move in Monster Hunter, where like you hit them with the hunting horn and you like strum the string.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the hit where it's over my back and shoulder. And I'm just gonna boogie with him and hit him.
Alright.
Is that I can pull that shit up? There we go.
He's strumming on me, dude.
Oh, that's a 22, but it only did 5. That's disappointing numbers.
Like, damage is damage.
I only did 10 in total.
Yep.
Wait,
I
did I
should've
take
done
damage
more.
from the bio?
I don't believe so. Oh, yo, you took half as much, so you would have
Okay, so I
taken.
take 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, 39. I just want to make sure.
And Durla's echo is dispelled. I'm joking, Dalton. That's a joke. He didn't say anything, so I didn't know he took me seriously.
I mean, technically that would be in the cone.
So yeah, then the echo would be dead.
Well, would you not make a save for it? Because it would still take
Even
damage.
with a save, it wouldn't work.
Oh, okay.
Because it only has 1 health.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's why it theoretically its AC is its only defense.
Right, Zalo bottle Dadu. Is that all you got?
Yeah, and then I spit on the ground at it in protest.
There's this real skinny guy who just approached me, and he's looking kind of sussy baka, so... No, he goes over to Darla and begins to... Nice. Nah. Alright. He's swinging out at you, Xander. And then he's gonna swing out with a slam attack against Drake. So, the first one is a slashing attack.
Is that the ones on me?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure, bud. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
If
But
I didn't have that plus 6, I would have been fine.
I'll leave it up here. There you go. You take 7 slashing and 4 necrotic.
I'll be back.
Okay.
And Drake, you take 13 bludgeoning halved and 2 necrotic.
Oh, 13. That would be 7.
Mm-hmm. And 2
And
necrotic.
2. Ah, yes. Very low. I feel death at joy.
He out here dabbing on you guys. That's all he's got though, so Xander, it's your turn.
Damn,
Alright.
getting dabbed on.
39.
I can't. Actually, sir, I cannot make any voice. I have no mouth, as you can see. No mouth.
Gross.
No
Gross,
eyes.
Gross.
No. No mouth,
This is
no
hell.
no nose. I don't even have eyes to see you with. What are you percepting?
It is just the faithless.
What do you want to know about him?
Enemy squad. It worked?
No, I said what were you trying to glean from him?
Wait, hold again. Blood Frenzy.
Okay. Coughity. Blood frenzy. As long as an opponent that I am attacking has been damaged, I get advantage on my attack. Essentially all it does.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Bullet punch time. One. 12.
Well, that definitely missed.
Okay, 2. 15 hit.
That's better.
Oh,
But does it?
I'm taking, let's see,
I'll
8.
subtract divide the 19. That would be 10. Rolled up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 10.
Okay, I'm at 21. I'm at 21. Oh no. Hmm. Did all you guys anger?
No, I got more. Slap with a tentacle. I could do Storm of Sticks.
Oh my god. So many options.
Summoning my ghost.
hey, yo, wait a minute.
Summon my familiar.
You just summon a spirit?
Gats to wiggle it, the ghost, yeah.
You're actually doing it? Oh god. My other 4 brain cells.
I don't think I could do an attack.
Remember when Eli had a crow and it was easier?
Yeah, I got this. I still got the crow. I haven't used them. It's inside my bones.
I am a ghost. 'Tis I, Gats the ghost.
Actually, can I attack with him?
Not this turn.
Not this turn. Alright.
You used your bonus to summon him, and it would be your bonus to attack with him.
Okay. Move. Okay, I think I'm pretty much good for this turn.
Okay, Drake, you're up.
Okay.
I forgot about Drake. I should have asked how much HP he has. Give him a mushroom.
I have 10.
Just casually says, I have 10.
Just use sane healing. You know that's a thing, apparently.
He's gonna
It
get
is not. It is
Drake.
very much like it.
Drake, here's a better idea. Die so that way you can get a Zenkai boost.
Is that
Attempt-
allowed? No.
That's a joke, but could you imagine how broken you would
I'm
be?
just gonna. Yeah. I would just myself. But definitely, I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh god.
Anyway, we're gonna hit him with the doubles.
Both
To
of
do
those
those-
hit. Sweet mother of Joseph.
And that's the damages. So 19 damage, I believe that is. Yep.
Good. All right. He's still alive, but he is barely holding on.
You got 2 HP.
Oh, you,
No, I just realized I'm still raging.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
oh, do I take more damage?
So that adds an additional
Yeah.
2 damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Every attack, so that's
So it's
4
technically
extra
dead.
damage.
He falls over.
Okay. Back up.
I always forget about raging.
Let's do your turn.
As that will end my turn, yes.
Okay. Next guy. Bum, ba, ba, bum, 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 ba, ba, bum, bum. It's time to kill this small cat. Bop.
Don't you do it.
Sentinel.
My baby boy.
Don't you do it.
You're gonna sentinel me, Dalton?
Yep. Damn.
With
No,
what, Dalton?
Doesn't hit though.
Right. Well, that first hit definitely hits Nikolai. And since it's a multi-attack, he's going to turn around after seeing Darla do that and make his other slamming attack against Darla. He gets to roll
Ooh.
twice. So that's beautiful. All right,
Wait,
let
why
me...
you roll twice?
Because it's advantage. 'Cause
Why
you-
is it advantage?
Because of Blood Frenzy,
Oh, okay.
which is an ability it has that Drake recently found out. Or-
Noted.
Oh
Is that-
boy.
Yeah, it hits.
Yep. All right. So, first and foremost, bouncing baby boy.
Oh.
Taken.
No.
Let's see here. 1 minus 13 equals 18. Nikolai is at 18 HP. As he gets,
Oh,
he
no.
takes the battle axe like a champ, blocking it with his newly made weapon.
Little buddy.
Yeah.
And then Darla, you're taking 13 damage as well. Wow. It really be like that.
Means I am
Uh-oh.
at 26.
Right. It's Nikolai's turn.
Fuck him up, Nikolai.
Oh, poor boy. He was so young. He was so young. Swing out to hit, and that is a
I'm
hit.
back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
You missed a lot.
Thank you. I don't like much of anything's happened.
Yeah, we got ones at death's door.
Alright, he does 6 points of damage to the boy.
It's my boy. Counterattacks for the dub.
It does look like that one guy is trying to go break another tube.
Oh, one guy.
What?
This
Well,
one.
the fight started with him breaking the tube open.
Which one? There's
Your screen must be
This big
glitched.
guy broke this tube. This little
Your
guy
screen's
looks like
glitched.
he's on his way.
Your screen's glitched.
Yeah, she's
He's over here with them.
it's right here. Yeah.
Nobody's breaking anything right now. Alright, that ends Nikolai's turn. Rooney, alright, it's your turn.
Can I
Something like
cast Toll of the
happening.
Dead on this guy? If my thing would work. This guy.
Go for it. Cast your Toe of the Dead.
So you have to make a DC save. Wisdom DC save.
Oh my god.
Thing.
Burn this shit. Forced to wipe.
So now that I refresh the page, the guy is back over here by where he was supposed to be.
The wisdom
Like
save?
where he was when I
Or
left.
is
Yeah.
it
It's weird.
con save? Or, okay.
It's wisdom.
Alright. It'll be a negative
Oh,
1.
dude.
He got a nat 20!
Oh my God.
But it's technically a 19, but he still got a nat 20. Let's go.
Crying.
So does anything happen to me, or am I taking half? What's happening here?
Mm. No, you're good. It's only if you succeed.
Ah,
You have to succeed, and otherwise, if you didn't, then you take damage.
he shrugs it off.
Pretty much.
Ooh.
But I'm coming back at him anyways.
What? What are you doing? What's happening?
And that thing would be taking half damage anyway because it's necrotic.
Okay.
Well, I thought it's only if he succeeds, he took the half.
Oh yeah,
damage.
no, I'm saying if he
Oh.
failed the check, he would
Well, he
take
take
half
half,
damage
too.
because it's necrotic.
Yeah. Well, that definitely hits, so roll me some damage. Let me kill Darla. Let it happen.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If there's ever been a time I've wanted to rage kill you, Dalton, today is the day.
As you taking
Alright.
13 damage.
Yep. Down to 9. Hanging on a thread. Get up. Get all you got, Runiara.
That's all I got.
Alright, Darla. The creature looks at you if it did have eyes. I'm judging you. I'm judging you hard. You've seen my dirty secrets and I know I will kill you.
Alright. Darla's gonna power up with a bonus action, second win, to get her health back.
Oh,
she gets
dang.
12 health back.
That's pretty pog, honestly. I can see your health.
Means I would be up to 38? Right? Yeah, 38.
Let me see.
And then Darla's going to swing with all the force she can with her hammer against its face. Damn, man, it misses.
Apparently, it's not
Let's go! Yeah, that misses.
That's all I got.
Alright, Naya, it's your turn.
How are you shooting that fucking far? What the fuck?
It may look far, but
No,
it's just because of how the map
yeah,
is.
it's 45 feet, and the like short range of a longbow is 60 feet, and the long range
That's-
is like 300 feet.
That's why is the pistol's range only 30 feet? That's cringe.
Because bow better.
That's statistically and factually untrue.
How much damage does your pistol do?
1d10 plus.
Okay, well, your pistol does more than a basic longbow, but I have an arc bow.
And I have a
does 1d10 plus.
rainbow.
That's pretty cool.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, well I have a double rainbow, so fuck you.
The creature looks confused. Can it live to kill the giant suit of armor?
I'm going to assume. Can I even see the thing from here?
I would say you can. I mean, Darla's there, but she would know to move out of your way if you're going to shoot to hit.
A god's
Just-
foe prevents you as if fate demands a bloodshed and death before it's allowed to see it.
Okay, well I'm gonna use my bonus action to move the hunter's mark from the dead thing to this guy. To the guy.
Just
Either one.
marking all of them, dude. Giving all of them
As long as it's
skank
still
eye.
lasting, there's no reason not to.
No, good point.
It lasts a minute. So. And this is why I like turn 3.
Uh-huh. After being interrupted 10 different times, yep.
Alright, so I'm going to do a big shoot 'em. I think this is technically turn 4. Because I used 2 of my force arrows before I started resorting to regular arc bow. I'm gonna shoot at it with the arc bow.
Oh, that hits with 9 piercing. The creature buckles over. You pal it right in the head, and it
8
just
more damage.
right. He's down for the count.
Okay.
I mean, they're still technically alive, but you know.
The fire begins.
I want to Vegeta this dude in front of me.
I mean, at this point, I would say that since they're both down, you guys would have enough time to coup de crawl them. If that's what you want to
Yeah,
do. Dog.
yeah, just crawl them, please.
Okay, I'll say that y'all coup de crawl them.
I'm gonna move here.
Their BS abilities are null and void. You have killed them.
I would like to take that one's violent gross axe.
Oh, goodness
I like
gracious.
the big one that's in front of me.
I want to go look at these.
I will
I'd like
loot
to
the little
take
one.
the axe off.
Wait, once I grab that thing's axe, I'm hauling ass to that girl.
Hang on. Oh,
I
Ye-
forgot the girl existed.
easy, guys. What is happening? Who's trying to grab what?
I shall start. I said I was going to grab that thing's axe.
The big
I
guy?
will then check. Yeah, I will then go approach the little girl.
Okay, so you grab the big axe off
And
of the
I'm
big
going to
guy.
look at the table.
I'm searching the big one right here.
Alright.
Alright, I'm back.
Their mouths open and their
wanted to
tongues
search this
attached
one.
to your face, Darla, and drag you into its gut.
Okay, I bust out of its guts like a freaking, xenomorph.
Sorry, Dalton. Darla's no more. I'm joking.
Unless
I hate that move so much. If anything, if Dalton's character ever dies, it's just because I'm gonna be angry that he stopped me from doing BS.
well then, wasn't the solution then just to have more monsters with range attacks?
True. But I
Yeah,
can't.
I thought you were gonna say, "Isn't the solution to just have more monsters?" I was like, "Please God, no."
No,
That
I-
is also a solution.
I did small
Yes,
range
but-
monsters for a reason.
Combat already takes 3 hours. If we add more monsters to the mix, we'll be here all day.
Okay, to be fair,
would-
it wouldn't have taken so long if I didn't get interrupted a legit amount of about 5 different times.
I'm not talking about just this one instance.
Okay,
Saying if
I
we
feel
had
it.
shit ton of more monsters,
My
it would be-
feelings is hurt. My day is ruined. I'm going to add more monsters. All the cases in here break. More monsters right now.
Okay. I is leaving.
All right, so
I'll
Alex,
come back to collect your things when you're done with your combat.
Alex got the big X
Oh, you
thing.
patches.
Uh,
Yeah,
whoever's searching through something right now, please roll me investigation
I'm
checks.
searching the tables.
I want to search.
Okay, I'm not finding anything on the tables.
Oh, Rooney Hara. These guys are kind of fleshy. I'm not gonna lie. Their tongues are sticking out of their bellies.
Sure. So,
11.
Hmm. Guys aren't.
investigation.
You guys aren't finding any. Oh, damn
Of
you!
course, Xano finds
Damn
something.
you!
Of course, Xander finds it. No.
That guy uses ink. He could use a rock as a something.
All right.
Real quick, I did say I wanted to grab the axe when combat was over of this guy that I was facing as well.
Okay. Okay. You got the axe. Go over what it does later. Xander, you find what you can only assume is a key to the next area to get out of here. Other than that, you find about 5 platinum hidden away in its armor.
5 what?
Platinum.
That's a lot of money
Oh, that's a lot of money.
that we'll never see.
Yeah, I'll make sure no one sees this. I'm eating it.
Even though I'm standing right next to you.
Yeah, you see me eat some platinum.
I
You
don't-
see me open my mask and eat platinum.
Fuck.
Did you just absorb some sort of...
The greed in this party.
Did I just give you a gold coin?
There's like one greedy person in this party.
You know what I'm saying? The greed in this party is going to kill you
Wait,
guys.
did we find gold?
No, he found platinum, but we're gonna have to gut him open to grab it.
We found what now?
Platinum.
Platinum?
Mhm.
Where's it at?
And you
In his
guys
body.
I just said where it was. You dongle thumb.
Can
Oh,
I
sweet.
reach out to tickle Xander?
Nah, you guys are over on the other side.
No,
Get a couple
you're currently way off over
Okay,
here when
but
that happened.
Can I not run over here and tickle him for no reason whatsoever?
Kidding, I'll make
To do
nothing.
that. I was completely aware. I am completely oblivious to platinum.
Oh my god.
Not that I truly care about money anyway.
Xander,
God knows I found my fair share that I've hidden from everybody.
Xander, how ticklish are you?
I don't know, but I don't have flesh, only bones and feathers.
Okay,
I don't know how a tickle will work.
Naya,
Can
roll
I
me.
roll a perception check?
Oh yeah, Drake. I said I opened my mask and eat the platinum in front of you.
Yeah,
In
Drake.
front of me.
Drake, roll
Yeah.
perception. Xander, roll me a deception.
Oh what?
Deception.
You gotta
real
beat an
quick.
11.
Deception. Deception.
Okay. Just seems
Oh.
like a normal guy just ate that platinum.
That... Why? Why are you the way you are? You confuse me, strange man. I'm just gonna get up, grab the axe, and just start walking away.
Do what, Lonnie?
Because I really want to loot this.
That's what I was looking. Dang it.
My lord. Well, with both of y'all's investigation checks, y'all look over the bodies. Other than the axe that Zollypottle nabbed and pretty much ran off with like a small child at a candy store, y'all don't find but maybe about 50 gold each
Okay.
at best. Not a lot going on there. Naya, looking over those papers, you don't find anything that really makes sense. It's often just a bunch of nonsense. Uh,
Are we still in combat? I still hear the battle music.
Yeah. Should I switch it back to the
yeah,
other
switch it back to the other one. You guys are
We're in danger.
Zollypuddle, as you approach this area and you see the small child, what do you do?
Well, what do they look like right now? Are they panicking? Are they?
She is upset. She's curled up in a fetal position. As you look at her, you can tell that she's a dark elf. She's a very small child. She has bandages haphazardly kind of placed on her. Like it's not very good. See, a bit of her ear is kind of ripped off. And you notice that her feet, they don't even look like normal feet. They just look like the equivalence of a Powerpuff Girl Nobo almost. She still has
What?
kind of like, uh, you know how like the Powerpuff Girls kind of have like nubby little legs and arms,
Yes.
but that's how her feet look. It's just like really tiny
Whoa.
though, like really tiny. Like she ain't even got feet.
Oh God.
No, that just reminds me of the you know, the Dragon
But
Maid.
this is up. This is kind of like a bigger, blown up version.
Oh. Well, first things first. I'm gonna put my frog down, and I'll put the other one, and I'm gonna twist it, and I'm gonna make it start playing the music box, and then I'll just give them a moment to let that settle, and I'll ask Hector for a blue mushroom.
You want blue mushroom, Dad?
Absolutely, Hectorino, my boy.
I remember this voice, but not many others, Dad. As Hector presents a blue mushroom.
And I will give that to her, and just it's all right, little buddy. Here, eat this. It'll help.
She starts to reach out, but then she retracts her hand cautiously. And then when
I
you
will lean closer and offer it with a little bit more insistence.
she quickly grabs it out of your hand, and moves the bandages down, and she begins to eat the mushroom.
Well, I will stick around with that for now. And maybe flag up. I'll flag fucking Nikolai over because he's cuddly as fuck.
You know, this is cuddly abuse. I'm gonna have to start charging you.
Oh, you know you're worth too much money for that. You're priceless.
That's what my mom used to say.
Oh,
What? What?
That's adorable.
that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Essence eating time?
Oh, you're gonna actually take some essence?
Yeah, essence.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna gorge out, my dude.
I'm doing
Alright.
them one at a time.
Alright. Well, here's the abilities you can get from these guys. Which consist of Blood Frenzy
Oh, that's what I'm aiming for.
and
Called the other one Death Return.
that one you cannot get. I'm sorry. Realistically, the only one you can actually get from it is Blood Frenzy.
Oh, then I have to
Hey,
try
yo,
once.
wait a minute.
Succeed once.
You just really just need to succeed once.
Well, I succeeded once.
Succeeded? Okay, well that ability doesn't stack or anything. It's just an ability, so
Yeah, I know it doesn't. It wouldn't stack either way.
yeah. Uh, essentially, if an enemy's been damaged, you can have advantage on your attacks. going forward on that enemy. So that's what that does. Yep. Uh, Naya, what are you doing?
Nothing other than
I'll take the rest as
checking the thing.
Okay.
Really.
Okay.
I'll go
Okay.
check on the little girl, ask if she's seen any dark elves.
Dolo's gonna keep an eye out from where those other ones came from.
Uh, how do you explain it to her?
Huh?
I said, how do you go about explaining it to her? Because right now she seems very guarded. She seems very shy about the surroundings, and she seems.
Yeah, we're gonna let her eat and listen to some music first to calm her ass down.
I don't know if you actually had heard the way I described her earlier.
Yeah. Hit me with it one more time because I just wanted to ask if she's seen dark elves. I don't know what I'm having to explain.
She hasn't
Not
spoken at
know
all
what
yet.
dark elf is? Well.
She's just beat the shit. And your first thing you're like, hello there, crippled child. I need answers.
Okay, you're just
Yeah,
asking.
that's exactly what I said.
Okay.
Why we cuddled up?
Yeah, I mean, if she doesn't answer me, it's fine. I'm not like.
Um. So you asked. Okay. You asked her for dark elves, correct? First off, she's going to point at herself,
Yeah.
and she's a dark elf. And the other thing is, she points to the door.
Pick her up. Take her with us.
Did this one in the back?
Yep, the one that the other creatures came from.
The one that I'm guarding and watching to see if anything comes through.
Oh goodness. All right. So Naya, are you going forward? Oh my goodness. Guys.
Is now going forward?
Well, I mean, no, everybody's also kind of not talking, so I don't know what's going on.
I asked if
I
I could
follow
pick up
Naya.
the girl and take her.
Yeah, pick her up.
I'm gonna swat his ass hand away from her. First things first.
Following behind Naya.
Yeah.
Injured.
I'm slapping that guy's hand. I don't trust him for shit.
Why don't you trust me?
Because so far my experience is you are being a thief and a bastard.
You also shot him.
Yeah, you
Because
shot
he was
me.
being a thief and a bastard.
You violated
Look.
my privacy. You
Look.
pulled my shirt up.
Zali.
You're perfect. To
You're
me.
like, he's done mild crimes. I watch him devour corpses like a fucking freak.
What do you mean devour?
You think I'm gonna let him touch the crippled child that I watched him fucking absorb half of bodies? Fuck off!
Yeah,
Oh,
those
man.
buddies are dead already.
I will kill him right now if I have to. I will feel no regrets.
All I know is that if you attack him, Naya's not siding with you.
That would be okay because I'm willing to let fucking Zally die if that's what it's gonna take.
Zali Puddle, I think we need to listen. Small child needs help, okay?
Now this
Let's
this
get
is
going.
not
That's why
going
we
to work
ask
if
her
we
instead
can't
of just
all get
fucking
along.
grabbing her.
He's just
Lord, do you need help getting up?
she stands up, and it's kind of a weird sight to see because you've not It's almost like, man, I don't know how to describe this. She ain't got no feet, dude.
It just works.
It just works. She stands up, and it's kind of like Hank Hill's dad walking. She begins to wobble on, holding on to Nikolai's hand.
That's fine with me.
And there you guys go.
That's sad.
I'm also not talking as much because I'm very fucking tired.
I'm
It is
tired
midnight.
too.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
I'm
I
tired
like
too.
going through.
We're almost done, guys. Don't worry. Promise. I promise. Because I'm also tired.
My
Tired.
mic never went through. I was asking if I could tap Zolly on the shoulder to get Ray.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Sure thing.
Yeah, because I wanted to bandage her arm up a little.
See if I can find y'all the right map first. I want to take y'all to the wrong map before I end out the night.
I tell you, Alex, your character has a lot of stuff on info on my character sheet.
My character has a lot of what?
A lot of information on the character sheet.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
mine has a lot on
we have
YouTube because I've been trying to we're trying to figure out either kill the abomination or make it be less of a secretive bitch.
Right.
And then we have a lot of information, like the fact that Drake just paid you and said it was a transaction.
Yeah, I got that too.
Alright.
Yeah.
First things first. Everyone roll me a perception check as y'all come into this next area.
Well, Dollar can't see, apparently.
I'm literally bringing you here.
Question.
Yep.
Is this the room with the keywords?
Yeah, this is the room that I would assume you used the key on.
Alright, I'm ahead of the party.
I'm still at 10 HP, by the way.
I know. We're
Oh, yeah. Here, take a mushroom for 15.
Hey, yo, slime the magic just real quick.
real quick.
You're right,
can't
there's
see
15.
shit.
I thought there were 5.
Perception?
Yes,
No,
perception.
there were 10, but since we leveled up the mushroom, they got a +5 to 15.
Hmm.
Good. Brunihara is rolling hot on that perception tonight. What the fuck? You're just rolling hot tonight. You've critted like 3 different times. It is insane.
Hell yeah.
You're all grounded.
Wait till Dollar levels up, she get that extra attack again.
Hell
Uh,
I'm still waiting to get my fucking big
all,
bonus.
all I heard, Darla, is that you are getting nerfed in the next patch.
No.
Right.
You already nerfed me enough to where I can't get a freaking lacrium table.
So I yoinked one of your magic mushrooms, Eli.
Yeah, I gave you one. Yeah.
So,
Alright.
Naya,
Yeah.
Runihara, you notice it right away. You see a creature wrapped in black, almost flesh pulling upon flesh with horns sticking out, with his eyes gouged out, and blood with hands almost climbing up it. As the small dark elf girl catches up to you, Naya, she gently taps you on the shoulder and points forward. And that is what you see.
Oh no.
So, nah, you seriously just didn't hear like a fucking sound of this from upstairs?
I sense magic on it.
You wish to sense magic on it?
Yes.
So, is there anything recognizable about this thing?
It's hard to tell, honestly. As of right now, there's definitely nothing that you would be able to tell. Just because of the looks alone. Unless there's just small ticks that you think you would notice. But other than that, this is where I'm ending the session tonight.
With the party half wounded and discovering a some form of a
I didn't
abomination.
take any damage besides that first initial trap.
Lucky you.
Lucky you.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Darling, you like negated the damage I was gonna take. So it's like, oh,
But
okay.
I
Oh
will
yeah, with my sentinel ability.
Yes.
I will say this for Naya. It's not the sense that you feel like it might be familiar. It's just more or less of, I hope this isn't what I think it is. After everything y'all have read and discovered along the way.
Oh boy.
Right.
Yeah.
Dolly Puddle, get the Flamor.
And
The heavy Flamor.
that
Time
is,
to get the Dragon Eater.
that is where tonight's session ends, boys and girls.
Oh boy.